This is the golden era.
The green lights, cruise control now, I green lights, top down, pedal to the floor, float the green lights, cruise control now, I float the green lights, top down, pedal to the floor. Straight out the murder capital, our bounty setting records. Skating up Capitol, hitting up apple pie for chicken. What makes it worse, it calls me a jerk at my proposition. Stick to what you're doing, pay no mind, but just listen. Busting on left on Sherman, bumping, that's got a guy. Enjoying loud aroma, blazing and just living life. Hoping up my roof on Burlisle when I'm at the lights. Used to scoop up Devin every time the homie riding by. Life presented changes, which case we went our ways. She headed to the side, I'm here to this every day. Scooping on 41st, Tweezy, yeah, always plugging. See my family on the block and get the hooping with my cousins. Started golf, fencing high. Talent in my bloodline. Ukweli done came up. Bright future unsigned. Used to kick it on the block and hit the stool uptown.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yo.
I'd like to welcome everybody back to the Golden Era Podcast, where we talk about that real shit. Nothing but the music. No fake beefs, no gossip, none of that bullshit. This is a bi-weekly podcast, so I hope y'all enjoy. This is episode 4. Shit been going good. So, and if you're listening, that means you already found us. But if not, make sure you check us out at goldenerapodcast.com or IG at Golden Era Podcast. It's a Twitter page out there. I don't really mess with that. It's a Facebook page out there too. You can, if you do Facebook, but catch me on IG. That's where you'll catch me at. Today in the studio, we got 2 special guests. I got my homie, did a lot of music together. Ricky Fontaine, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm in the building. What's going on with you?
What's a good word, man?
Shit, man. Chilling.
Oh, okay.
Chilling. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Chilling.
In there now.
Yeah. Get up on that. Get up on that mic, man.
Staying out the way. Been in the lab. Getting it together. But chilling. I'm happy to be here.
For sure. Then I got my other homie, man, from back in the day with kids and all that good shit. Young Ron, what's good, man?
What's happening, man? What's happening? Yeah, this young Ron Lamont. Y'all know a little. If you don't know me, you're gonna get to know me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure of that. But yeah, man. I'm glad to be here. Get this little conversation popping. I like to talk, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about music, man. And
something I know very well about.
Yeah, as people been listening, all the other episodes I've had, other rappers on, people that I know, and they motherfuckers probably like, man, why this nigga always got a bunch of rappers on? But those are people I know. We all did music. That's how I started out.
One thing people don't understand is rappers got a lot of opinions because we, you know what I'm saying?
A whole lot of opinions.
So we feel like we should, and we feel like we know too much. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, most definitely, man. What I do want to do, though, man, let me go real quick, is from the last episode, man, I had some people, put some comments out, because the last episode was 1996. I think you even left a comment.
Oh, yeah.
96, man.
96 was a hell of a year if you was old enough to experience it.
Yeah, if you was old enough to get there, man. So, I had some people leave some comments about what they thought was the dopest year in 96, or was it 94?
I told you mine was 94.
Yeah, what did you say, 94?
Yeah, because it was 94 was dope, man. It's like, because if you think about it, that was around the time when Pac got shot,
Okay.
But it's like, he had wow, I just had a brain fart shit. Oh, he had Me Against the World.
Okay.
It was plenty. It was like, it's just with so much diversity. Like, you could tell the difference between different coasts. You could tell the difference between artists. Like, nowadays, everybody, it's all wet paint, just different color.
Yeah, man. Everybody's starting to even got New York cats, man, sound like they're from Atlanta and shit. So
yeah, you even got niggas. You even got the hardest niggas using auto tune and shit. Like
I think who else? My guy down, he from the Mill, man, but he live in Houston, man. Now Gary, man, he said 93, 94. 91, then 96. So I asked him, I said, well, what
why you put 96 down? Like,
yeah, he put it last. So I asked him, I said, so what was, so 91, man, he said, Death Certificate.
Older niggas gonna always say 91.
Yeah, Ghetto Boys, We Can't Be Stopped. Yeah. Niggas for Life. Low End Theory. Main Source, Cypress Hill. And then 93, 94, Midnight Marauders. 36 Chambers, that Wu-Tang.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You remember the Above the Rim soundtrack?
Hell yeah. That's what people were sleeping on.
That was when people actually made soundtracks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The soundtracks.
And they was good.
But okay, they did it with Black Panther. It was dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Black Panther was dope.
What else?
And I said
93,
they should have brought that
94.
shit back.
Doggy Style, Snoop Dogg shit.
Yeah. Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Illmatic, Ready to Die.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. 94.
There's a Dark Side.
Listen
Let's
to
see.
what I say, baby. I know because
What is it? Scarf? Was the Diary? Was that?
the diary was
That wasn't Scarface. Hard to Earn. That was Gangstar. Enter the
Gangstar.
Stage was Black Moon. So yeah, that was dope, man. Who else? Somebody else put another comment on there, man. I think that was it. Yeah, you said 94.
Dope
My
year.
brother said 95. So
dope year. 95 was dope. It's like after 96, everything started getting more flossy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah,
Like once
'cause-
you got Tupac out the way, and then Biggie died because Biggie was doing flossy shit, but
he
Biggie was still.
I think he was the one that brought it when he did the Juicy and when Puffy started doing like a lot of the little
I
pop,
think the
a lot of
motherfucker
the
that
pop
really-
samples. I'm just saying like a lot of the pop samples and making it more.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? More commercialized and more
commercialized the
Yeah.
floss a little bit.
Yeah.
I do, but I just think that when it was really brought to the mainstream, I think, you know what I'm saying, it was like Jay had brought it in to Jay, and then it was Cash Money out the gate. Like, but Jay with that big pimping and shit, because that's when really people started really listening to Jay.
Oh yeah,
You know
when Big
what I'm
Pimp.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's like now everybody because he was on he was pumping out Cristal off a speedboat.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what I'm saying? It was
but you
shit
know
that
what
ain't
though?
really-
Wu-Tang was talking about Chris Style in '93 on 36 Chambers.
Yeah, but was they boarded off a
No,
speedboat?
I'm just saying. I'm
You know
just
what
saying though. Like they
But
were
was
talking
they
about.
pouring it off a
to believe
speedboat?
They were
though?
talking about that shit back then, though. You know what I mean? Cass was talking about it then,
Yeah,
but like you said, it was more
yeah.
when Jay came. That was when videos really started popping even more, and the visuals got.
Because you know Puff was
Niggas was
already
having $1 million budgets for videos.
man.
You know what I mean?
That's because they was making that '90s money.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a different type. Yeah, that's a
yeah.
different type of money for
That was when you actually had to buy an album.
That's exactly.
You had to go spend $10, $15.
Yeah, because that's what I was. But you know what's funny though? As long as I've been listening to music and shit, I was biting off my brother and shit. But the first album I ever bought and purchased was Crucial Conflict.
Crucial Conflict. Oh, we're
Yeah,
gonna get into that, man. We're gonna get into that.
That's all about the topic.
We're gonna get into that, man. Yeah. So the topics we're gonna discuss today, man, we're gonna get into hip hop culture and music in the Midwest because we in Milwaukee, man. So is always the hip hop here is different. What we came up on was different. But there's a lot of dope artists that came out of the Midwest. And then we're gonna get into our main topic, man. Top 10 groups of all time. Like, what's your top 10 groups
that's a
of all
hard
time?
one, though.
It's hard, but it always changes. Even like when on the very first episode, we did our top 10 MCs, and I even said in the episode, 6 months later from now, man, it'll
be
probably be different. So
It'd probably be around the same
Around the
people, but
same.
it just probably be different positions, different lines. Somebody that was number 2 might go to number 3.
Yeah.
But number 1 ain't never gonna change. And I know you
Your
gonna look at
number
me
one's
crazy.
always-
You know my number 1 ain't gonna change.
who that?
And we ain't gonna fight about it.
Who your number one?
You know who my number 1
we get there when we
We'll
get there. Don't worry
yeah.
about it. We get there when we get there. All right, we'll get there when we get there. That's what's
Yeah.
up. That's what's
Okay.
up. So, those are the main topics of the show. But I also like to start out, man. We're just gonna check in with new music,
Yeah.
see what you cats got in your rotation. Because I'd like to say, the music you listen to really tells a lot about the person you are.
Exactly. I agree on
It
that.
does. It does.
I agree.
So, and where you at in your life and what you
Yeah.
got going on. So, what you got, Ricky, man, in your playlist? What you been listening to, man? Old, new. It ain't even got to be rap, man. You might be listening to some motherfucking country music over there or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely been listening to a lot of old music, man.
A lot of
old shit. This new shit, man. This shit, it don't feel the same to me. The frequency off, you know, something just different about this shit. Maybe it's I'm getting older, you know. That's how it go. You know what I'm saying?
Probably
Different part
because
of
you're
your
old,
brain
you getting
when you get
older,
older,
man.
Yeah, but man, this shit is starting to not to make no sense to me. So a lot of old shit, man.
Who you got? Who you got?
I've been listening to, you know what, man, I just get in my moods where, you know, and it's just like songs like Me Against the World.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always get in my moods where I put that shit on. Or, you know, as far as new shit, I've been listening to Kendrick. I like him. I like his flow. You know what I'm saying?
I can't stand that nigga voice, man.
His voice, man, it does get to you. You can't listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying?
What it is it's like you can understand that like he's still trying to find his voice. Because if you look back from when he was K-Dot, he had a whole different voice.
He sure did. When he first came out and shit, he had a whole different voice. What else you got over there, man? What else you listening to?
What else have I been listening to, man? You know what? I've been just trying to find new shit. You know, like just trying to find new shit, man. Like I say, a lot of old shit. My old favorites, man. I've been listening to Pun. I like Pun a lot. You know, you might catch him in my top 5 on any given day.
Yeah,
so,
my guy put him in his top 5 on our top 10 on our first episode.
That's a reach.
I said the same thing. I was like, but
it depends on the day.
It depends on the day.
And
the person.
I like that Eminem a lot, that Kamikaze. Even though I ain't been listening to it like I listened to it when it dropped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do like.
Yeah. When shit fade on you, that mean it ain't really that good.
Yeah, I agree.
If it's really good, you'll keep coming back to it.
It's good for the moment.
For the moment. Yeah. What you on over there, Ryan? What you listening to now?
I'll tell you exactly what I was listening to. I just got to listen to that T.I., that new T.I.,
that
Don
you put me on
Trap.
that, yeah.
I'm telling you, get on that. See, but it's like I got to acquire a taste for music. You know what I'm saying? Like the way my mind set up, you know, like I done got out of the relationship and shit, so I be sometimes want to hear some real life relationship shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like just like you said, it's about your mood. So it's like right now, shit, I'm in a whole grown man mood. So that T.I. fit my mood. Okay. But it's I mean, you know, I'm always listening. Like I can't get into
that came out Friday, didn't it? Did it just drop this Friday?
It just dropped. What? Yep, just
Friday,
just
last
this Friday. But it's like shit. I can't really like shit. I mean, like everybody talking about that Lil Wayne. I can't really grade it right now because I'm not in the Lil Wayne mood, and I'm not looking for it to be dope or I'm not looking for it to be weak. I'm just looking for it.
Just want to hear what it sounds like.
Exactly. So then
that's why I haven't clicked on it yet either, man.
Because I don't want to get with the whole riff-raff of expecting something, and then you know how you listen and people tell you what type of songs to listen to, and you like nah. But I mean, so that ain't in my rotation. But right now, what else is in my rotation? I've been busting. Matter of fact, you know what? I've been listening to old school. I've been listening to Slick Rick.
Slick Rick.
Yeah, you know Slick Rick.
Storytelling and shit.
Slick Rick, the one who put me on. We'll talk about that though, but you know, Slick Rick. Because I was listening to that Treated Like a Prostitute. He telling the truth in that shit, you know what I mean? But, I mean, I always listen to my go-to. When I jump in the car, I pop on Machiavelli. Because I be wanting to feel, like, it depends on if I'm feeling some gangster shit.
Feeling some gang, yeah.
Yeah, but at night, I be feeling real pimpish and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even
throwing some 8-ball MJG or something that night. Some motherfucking MJG pimp tight.
Or even I even put on some shit. I even put on some shit as far as, like Average White Band.
Okay.
I play that shit like that. Damn, what song is that I always listen to? That man, check out Average White Band. It's a song on there. I forgot what the fuck that shit is called, but man, I pop that shit on every time I'm feeling myself when I be riding to that shit. But it's you know.
Anything else you been rocking to, man? Nothing else.
That Bun B.
Yeah.
Check out that Bun B. People sleep on Bun B.
I just spoke on the last 2 episodes, man.
Oh, well then
you
shit,
like that? You like
it?
that?
Elaborate.
Okay.
Yes. Come on, man. It's like. People always look for Bun B to be like on some trap shit or some because he's a Southern artist, but you got to really listen to Bun B.
Yeah,
you got to. It's a message to everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. That's why I don't get into a lot of other people because I listen to it. You know what I'm saying? I like to bob my head, dance a little bit, but because I was just in the car with some bitches, right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They was playing Cardi B and all that shit. They like, hey, I want to turn up and shit. They like, the music you listen to be weird.
Yeah.
I said, because I be wanting to get into it.
I want to hear it. I want to know what's going on.
Exactly, because I be feeling the type of way. Like, that shit might make me feel some type of way, because that's why I got to watch what I listen to, because I feel shit.
Man, ain't that the truth? I was bumping motherfucking Scarface. Deeply rooted.
Yeah.
Man, I wanted to hit a motherfucker in they shit all day listening to that shit, man. That shit just hard.
I was rocking to that shit for a minute.
Yeah, that shit.
What was it, the Reloaded one with the remixes? It's just one that got like all. It's the same album, but it got like remixes.
It's
it
was what the Diary. It was a remaster.
Like
yeah, they got.
But it had like remixes to a lot of.
That's just like the Ice Cube.
Which one?
They got an Ice Cube. It's like they had all the old like great songs.
Okay,
but
he had some new remix and shit. Oh, okay.
Ice Cube. See, I respect Ice Cube because like no matter how his music is, no matter what he stay to himself, he stay to the same shit.
It's Cube.
It's Cube. But it's like at the same time, nigga, you don't really got to fuck with it because the next man gonna fuck with it. I'm gonna make about 4 times as much as a motherfucker that that you fuck with when you know what I'm saying? Because all this shit is money coming in his pocket.
All day.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect the motherfucker with money. I mean, the motherfucker that make the right decision.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. For me, man, like I said, I've been on that Bun B.
Yep.
What else I got in my rotation, man? I just put that T.I. in there, so I didn't listen to that shit. I didn't even know he had to count out shit, so that's gonna be in my rotation.
You gonna put that on one of the top?
Yeah, I just put a bunch of shit in the playlist, man. I just rolled to it. That Conway, I still been on that shit. You listen to Conway, dog?
I don't know. No, I gotta get on that.
Yeah, you talking about gun bars, yo? Like, yeah, it's like you gotta, be like,
that's why you gotta be in the mood.
You gotta be in the mood. Well, you can't listen to it all the time.
No, and then I can't hop out the car and listen because I damn near might be thinking about it. I got into some beef earlier. Shit, I don't want to be.
Hey, he gonna make you want to shoot somebody and shit.
Because I'm on a whole, like, I got into some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's either here or there, but. Like, my mind is like, you know what? I'm too old for that shit.
Yeah.
But the wrong gun bar, the wrong shit to make me amp up. Like, you know what? Nigga,
that shit dope, man. I like about it, man, it's more old school, like the beats and the music, man. It's just like old school boom bap East Coast shit.
I like old school boom bap.
But he like rapping like straight bars, hard, bars over that shit, though.
I can't get it. I mean, it depends on the bar. Like, I'm a metaphor type of motherfucker, but
he ain't throwing a lot of metaphors. No.
Okay,
no,
but people don't do metaphors. They do similes.
Similes. Yeah. He ain't doing nothing. No, he ain't doing a lot of that. No, it's like straight. Like he on his gangster shit. So
that's why I couldn't put Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying, to take it off topic. That's why I couldn't put Lil Wayne at one of my tops. I
don't even know what the fuck he be doing though. Is it a metaphor or a simile?
No,
I don't know what the fuck he be doing, man.
Everything is like.
Yeah, we'll talk about him another time, man. Cause man, that's a whole nother topic, man.
Shouts out to Lil Wayne. I don't know if he was in a sunken place or something like that.
Who else? Alchemist had a little EP, man. That shit was dope. It's like 6 songs, and then he put the instrumentals to it.
I want to check that shit.
Yeah, you fuck with that Logic.
Which one was it? What was it called? He had a new.
He got a new one. He looked like an inmate on the front of the. He looked like an inmate or something like a.
Nah, my guy put me on to this other cat named Milano Constantine from New York. He sounded like he's from Brooklyn or something. I listen to most East Coast stuff. Yeah. He pretty dope. Yeah, there's 2 albums on there that he sent me, man. I kind of looked them up. I really been on since Friday that Dave E. Styles P, that Beloved.
Yeah, you was telling me about that shit.
That shit pretty dope.
Yeah, but I mean,
like we were saying though, I can't. Me and Dave East don't mix like that.
I was just gonna say, did he tone it down a little bit though on some songs and shit? Because some songs you can't just be too gangster for.
He still be a little bit, but it's more of an album though, man. Like they got some songs for the females and shit like that.
Some niggas be too caught up in that. The female song be on some "I'm gonna pop your baby daddy" type shit.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool, man. Like we were saying though, like I can't listen to a whole album of Dave East, but him and Styles P together is Styles kind of offset him.
I fuck with him on the feature.
Yeah, it's like it's basically it's a like
he was up here, wasn't he? He had a show up here. But it's like, to the death of me, nigga, I couldn't even think about going because I'm like, okay.
It's probably
when this motherfucker say play a Dave East song, what song you gonna really look for?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could be a Dave East listener and you ain't really gonna be able to answer.
Yeah, I know.
All right, what's your favorite Dave East song? Like shit, that one song. What's
the name came out Friday too, man? Ghostface. It's called Lost Tapes. It's called Lost Tapes. It sounds like a bunch of songs that he probably just didn't put on his albums. But I think Ghost just got so much music, man. He can put out shit whenever he fucking feel like it.
But is it that raw East Coast?
Yeah.
Ghostface.
Yeah.
You know what? Speaking on Ghostface, what's the white boy name that sound just like him?
Action Bronson.
Action Bronson.
You fuck with Action Bronson?
I like Action.
I like Action. I just think that
he don't sound like Ghost to me no more.
Not to me. That's what I'm saying.
He did early on
when he first jumped in.
They made him change that shit when they got
into it that one time. I think
he definitely sounded like Ghost when they first came.
But I think for me though, it was more so that they sounded like each other just vocally.
And that's
not
what
really
I'm thinking.
Rapping.
And that's what I think it is.
Vocally.
I don't think he purposely wanted to sound like.
No,
I think that he just got caught up in the gig because once you get to listening to people, you automatically start saying.
Man, I'm saying I heard some shit and I was like, "Is this me? Like when did I record? When did I record?"
Straight up.
Yeah, I listen to Action, man. I like Action Bronson, man. Especially, I mean, he on that Alchemist shit. He do a lot of shit with He do a lot of crazy samples and the beats, the music be kind of crazy sometimes. But I like Action, man.
I always wish that I could caught a beat from Alchemist.
Yeah, I mean, you can get one from him, man.
I used to be an Alchemist.
But you know what I like to do about Alchemist? Like when he put his albums out, he always put the instrumentals on there too.
Yeah, so then, yeah,
So you
I
can
like
rock
that.
to it
That's
if you
spicy.
want
I
to.
like that.
I mean, you can't sell it or nothing like that,
No,
but if you
but
just
it's
want to write to it,
yeah,
and,
just recreational tongue exercise.
yeah. So everything he do, man, he even got some other stuff that's not on Spotify that he put out, man. There's like 3 songs, but then it's like the instrumentals to it too. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, see, that's what I think they need to start getting back around to, because you know, it's still some MCs, still people that just want to hear the instrumental sometimes. Because I be jumping on,
just want to rock to some shit, man.
that's what I said. Because I be one, because you know, I come from the era where niggas sit around and wait on the radio until the song start going off so they can add their own voice.
Yeah, add your own shit to it.
Yeah, at the end where it's just the beat. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta think too, man, like in dance hall, because I listen to a lot of dance hall, and if you listen to dance hall, they'll use the same beat for a whole album. It'd be like 50 songs, over the same beat.
I forgot dude's name, but he dope as fuck. But it's like he got a song that went for like 22 minutes.
Oh, I'm sure, man. Yeah,
It was the same beat.
the same beat.
Hey, but what's funny is I just jumped out the shower. I was playing that shit. Nigga, to the death of me, I couldn't stop dancing.
Yeah, hey,
The whole 22 minutes, nigga, I'm ironing all sorts of shit. the whole 20 minutes, I'm getting to it.
that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Straight up. That's why I like, and I'm I've been looking for like somebody with that dance hall type sound. Like
okay.
I'm really looking for
Okay.
ASAP.
I don't know too many people in Milwaukee that got that.
No, I don't.
Sound.
I ran up on some dude. He had that type of sound, but I'm like, yeah, man, I like that Jamaican sound. He damn nigga, he didn't get mad. He just got mad at the fact he said, no, I'm not Jamaican. I don't fuck with Jamaican. I'm Haitian.
Oh, you was mad because you called him Jamaican and shit.
Yeah, I said, oh shit, my fault.
My bad.
Hey, my bad. I got the accent wrong. I ain't know Jamaicans. I ain't know Jamaican and Haitians don't really get along.
That's
that's
the
here.
same shit. That's off another bullshit. We'll talk about that another day. So, but yeah, that's all I got in my rotation, man. I try to keep it, like I said, I'm gonna really dive into that T.I. since you put me onto that, man, and
dive into
that and my Dave East and Styles P. Cause
Yo,
I'm
Don Q.
who?
Don Q. You fuck with that?
I heard him. I ain't really.
Fuck with that when you get a chance. I
Don
heard
Q.
it.
That's is that dog that made that song about for his what was it, his son?
No,
Who's
that's
that?
Don, that's Don Tripp.
Don Tripp.
Yeah. Don Q is he out of New York, so
Okay.
fuck with him.
He
has
I
some-
heard. I definitely heard the Don Q, but I ain't never heard.
I got
like to his music.
like 4 songs in his album, and I made the ugly face a couple times.
I know somebody was into it. with him or something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, that shit nasty. Like, ooh.
Yeah, I like to make that ugly face, but I also like to where I jump back on and rewind it. Like, what he say?
Oh yeah, I got a few songs where I do that, man, where the song ain't even going off all the way. I just skip it right back.
Yeah, I gotta hear what he
pull
said
it back.
again.
Just pull it back. So, but yeah, that's rotation, man. You know, like I said, when you listen to your music, man, it kind of says a lot about where you at in your life, man. If you listen to old shit, new shit, like I said, I always try to go. I always go back to dance hall when I get tired of listening to fucking rap. My brain get fried. Listen to some dance hall, man.
Yeah.
'Cause that shit'll get you back in the mood. So.
And when I'm feeling real petty, I go back to Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah, that'll get you going real petty real quick.
Petty ass shit.
Because not even just the music, you just thinking of 50 Cent and shit,
yeah.
like his petty ass.
That just make me jump on
Petty.
Facebook and make
The
a stupid
professional
ass,
troll and
petty,
shit.
Yeah, petty ass status.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I also like to talk about, man, in hip hop on this podcast is the elements of hip hop, because everybody always think hip hop, they get it confused with hip hop and rap, and they kind of blend it all into the same thing.
Oh, it ain't.
When they talk about rap, they just say hip hop, and rap is one part of hip hop. Hip hop is the culture as a whole. Rap is just one part of it, because you got rapping and DJing and break. You got all of that stuff. But today I want to talk about street language, man, slang.
Mm-hmm.
Just something a little quick, man. Especially being in the Midwest, we got our own slang.
Yeah, we definitely do.
And if you hear the podcast, you'll hear me speaking some slang, Milwaukee slang, but also use some New York slang, because at heart I'm kind of an East Coast dude. So, so in the Midwest we get the opportunity to use it all. We can, East Coast, West Coast, because we get it all.
That shit. Yeah, because we can, and then we wouldn't be looked crazy. We would be looked at crazy.
Yeah.
Because like you go to the West Coast talking about some sun and all that shit.
Yeah, like what's up, son?
They ain't gonna be like, what, homie?
Like what?
Yeah.
What's black and black and blue?
Yeah. So you can't, certain
you can't
stuff.
go to certain. Yeah, that's why I said Midwest. The Midwest give you the opportunity to be diverse.
Yeah.
So you could talk.
They know you not from around there.
Oh, definitely when you go to another state.
Oh yeah, but you know, people used to tell me when I would go out of town, they would tell me I sound country.
You know,
and I
what's
would
funny?
be down south, and the motherfucker tell me I sound country.
Cause we country.
But
I guess we are.
They tell me I talk too proper. Like one time we
They
was down
tell
in
my daughter.
Mississippi.
They tell my daughter that all the time too.
Man, we was in Mississippi and D had ordered like, oh yeah, shout out to Deion Theory. But he had ordered like some chicken. He like, can I get a chicken sandwich with light mayonnaise and light lettuce? She said, huh? She said, you so proper, I can't even understand what you saying. They said somebody I got on the phone talking to this. They said I talk like they thought I was white.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, we get the opportunity to use a lot of different slang. You hear me say son, you know, a lot of times, and people always think it's SON. It's not. It's SUN. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It's the sun.
you shine like the sun. Wu-Tang call my brother son because he shine like one. You know what I mean? So
It's not no diss saying like you my son.
no. You know, so and then Milwaukee, what we call Air Force Ones.
Dookies out the game.
Dookies out the gate.
I never
right?
call it Air Force One.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear anybody in Milwaukee say Air Force One, I look at them like a new nigga.
Like, where you
what?
from, dog?
They're like, what?
Yeah.
Nigga, I don't know. Like, what Air Force One?
Where
talking
you
about
from?
the Dookies and shit?
Yeah, some
them
Dookies?
Yeah,
What?
that's Dookies. That's for sure. Like, if you say Dookies or you even say shit like Dookies or like we say shit like bogus.
Bogus.
I never
yeah.
understood that people out of state didn't say bogus.
No, they didn't.
We say bogus a lot. Like, oh,
Yeah.
that's bogus as motherfucker.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you bogus as hell. Motherfucker like bogus. Or another thing, like when I be like my guy.
Yeah.
Like my guy. What you mean my guy?
Like, hold on.
Like my guy. Like my guy. and shit.
Like one of my guys and shit that I hang out with.
Your guy.
One of my
like,
homies.
Nah. Yeah, okay, your homie.
Your homie. Like, that's
yeah.
kind of universal. You can say homie anywhere. That's kind of
You
universal.
know what? When I was in Vegas, though, they say bros.
Bros,
Bros with an S.
not just bro.
No, it was bros. So, like, how many of us is you talking to?
Yeah, like, he's like the invisible nigga behind me or something.
He like, hey, what up, bros? Like, bros.
Yeah.
That's the other word that came to play for a few years ago is bro.
Yeah. And we was late. We was real late with that.
See, that's the thing about Milwaukee too. We get late on some stuff too. But bro, man, for me, don't call me bro, man. Straight up, I don't like that.
I mean,
dog.
me
Like,
personally, I got a different opinion on it because, like, it stopped motherfuckers from saying nigga so much.
that's cool. I get it. Call me cuz, homie. Don't call me bro. Because you know what it sound like,
got a nigga
man?
habit.
Sound like a white dude. Hey, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, bro.
Did it involve them to be? Did it involve them to say bro? And I don't know if they trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Or is that really like,
Yeah.
well, check it out, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like what you trying to say?
Because I think of it like
Call me
sometimes
a
you know
nigga,
how a motherfucker
So I know that you right.
you know a motherfucker really don't want to talk to you and shit. They, what's up, boss?
Yeah.
They call you boss.
Boss, yeah.
Don't call me boss, man.
Yeah, or
I know that
they
mean-
even say boss man. What up, boss man?
Yeah, I ain't your fucking boss, man. But whatever, that's nothing here.
And what's funny, another thing that's funny is every time I go somewhere else, I confuse motherfuckers when I be like, oh, on what?
yeah.
Like, on what? What you mean? On what? Like, I was just saying, like, on what? Like,
Oh, what?
Yeah.
It's like a question.
on what? It was on Thursday and shit.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm just saying, like, on what? Like, put it on something. Like, put it on what?
The other,
exactly.
Yeah. So the other thing I try to tell people too about slang, man, is like all our cultural experiences in the hood. We all grew up in the hood, right? And it's the same all across the country. The only difference is the slang. You know what I'm saying?
It's slang. Sometimes the attitude, though.
Yeah, sometimes the attitude, but mostly just the slang and what it look like outside when you step out your house.
Yeah.
Because when you hustling, just like somewhere else, it might not be called. It's called trapping.
Yeah.
Hustling, trapping. I remember the first time I was in Atlanta a couple years ago. Not the first time, but when I was the first time somebody asked me for some weed, but they didn't say weed. It was like he wanted some gas. This was a couple years ago.
Before everybody was saying
That, I was in Atlanta, and me and my brother.
You saying loud.
People wasn't even saying loud at the time, and I was down. I was at A3C, and the dude was so country. I had to ask him like 5 times. What you say? He was gas. You know how they be talking to all mumbling and shit. I was like, what? And he's gas. I said gas. I'm like,
Foden them got gas.
I was like, what? I know. I had to. Me and my brother just kind of had to shuffle away from him, dog, because he was already fucked up high too. So
and it made it look a little
weird and
like
shit. I was
gas.
like, gas. Like, hold on, man.
You talking? Yeah, I don't understand what you
I just say weed, man.
Yeah.
It's a motherfucking weed, dog. I don't get into the loud and gas.
But
and
you know what Milwaukee niggas say though? That people don't say bag.
bag. Yeah, people don't say bag.
People don't say bag.
Yeah, they don't.
Because I done fucked around. I was down. I was
in Vegas trying to get some bags.
I was in Cali and shit. Yeah, I was in Cali. I was like, I'm like, hey, yo, guy got some bag? Like some bag. Like,
what you mean, some paper bags,
Yeah.
nigga? Like the plastic bags?
like no bag. Like I couldn't even say weed.
Weed.
I mean,
You've been
I was
saying
just trying-
bag for so long.
I was just like, when he said what, I'm like bag. You know, like bag, like like I'm explaining it. Like nah, bro. Yeah.
So yeah, man, all across the country it'd be different.
And about the trap, I used to get mad when people up here was saying trap. Like nigga, we never called it trap. Nigga, we was at the spot.
We was at the spot.
Yeah, nigga,
it was
we
the
had a
spot.
Yeah, we had a spot.
Yeah, and
Nigga, I had a spot. I don't know about no
I don't know
trap. But
about
it's
no
like
trap.
when I was in Atlanta though, what I understood as a trap, because I was up in Clayton County and shit, you know, they was trapping. And the trap for real was it was a devil mouth.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like only one way in, one way out.
It's a
You know what I'm
crib.
saying?
That's why they call it a trap.
So it's like, yeah, so it's like all the little what's it? You go in the community, it's like all the shit is around it, and you only got one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
So it's a trap. You in there trapping. You in the trap. It's
Plus, some of the
devil
a lot of the houses down there too was one way in, one way out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's
once
that's
you
where
go in the crib is like the kitchen
that's where
door.
my understanding the trap came from.
The kitchen door. That's the in and out right there.
Yeah. Right there. You
So if
tra-
anything
once you come
happens,
in,
you actually
trap.
are trapping. You in that motherfucker.
I'm in the trap.
Thoughts went crazy.
Thoughts.
Thoughts.
Yeah.
That's went crazy.
Thoughts. Yeah.
That's what's so
I
crazy.
don't know where
People
that
don't
came
even
from,
understand
though.
the whole meaning. They
I
don't
think
even
that's
remember
Chief
the
Keef and them, that Chicago slang.
See, I don't even know where that came from.
The first time I heard the motherfucker say it was 2 Chainz.
Oh, okay.
That's the first
when?
person. When the girl tried to sue
when he was
him.
still Titty Boy.
No,
Oh, okay.
the girl was trying to sue him because he like, is that your thought? They was saying that hoe over there, and people don't even know what that is now. It's thought is so universal. I done heard an old white dude say it.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing I was gonna say, man. The impact of the culture, man, and the slang and the words we use on how it just spread throughout the whole country.
Fuck that. When I hear somebody on Ellen or somebody, well, Ellen cool, but when I hear somebody say some word that I used to say, I don't say it no more. I'm done with that word. Yeah, we gotta make that word. It
do be kind of crazy though, because sometimes like older white people, they'll catch a word that we pretty much done with, and then it'll be hot to them though.
But even when they catch the word, when we using it, we want to be done with it.
Yeah, you're gonna be done with it then.
Yeah, that's like we didn't even get a chance to use "raise the roof" for too long.
No, we didn't.
Like that was our word. Once
Yeah,
you
they
took that
took
phrase
that.
out, we couldn't say that no more.
Man, just a side note, man. I went to McGillicuddy's like 2 weeks ago up there on Blue Mountain and shit.
Yeah.
We was out drinking and shit. It wasn't nothing else open to get nothing to eat. So I was like, let's go to McGillicuddy's, man. They open, late. It was like midnight. Man, the white people in there dancing, yo.
Yeah.
See, I had tears in my eye, yo. That was the funniest shit I ever seen.
Yo.
Yeah, they still jump on some.
They get the raising the room and shit.
I was just finna go there low key because I was just reading some shit about Fortnite stealing these dances.
Yeah.
Like,
Fortnite?
motherfuckers want to be
Fortnite,
compensated. They milli rocking and shit.
Okay.
They doing all these dances that these motherfuckers creating and putting them in these
Video
games,
games.
and they ain't getting no money.
Can you copyright a dance?
That's the debate. That's
I don't know
debate.
if
Can
you
you?
Because if a nigga start busting out with the MC Hammer, can he get paid?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
like,
shit like that. Like shit, can you get paid off of just?
yeah.
I'm gonna have to holler at MC Hammer. I
Doing
want
the
to
running, you get paid off of doing the
Yeah.
running man and shit.
Yeah, like every time somebody did the typewriter.
Yeah, like I need
I
my.
need that. You can't do that in your video, bro.
That's
I
funny,
believe they
man.
should start doing that. That'll ban motherfuckers from doing the. But it's like, but you can't do that because then you lose what it is. Like it's really supposed to be.
I mean,
like,
you can,
that's
but you
hip-hop.
you can copyright words. So Bun B copyrighted Trill.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know what I mean? And
can see
what
that.
interview was I watching? It was interview. He was on an interview and he was talking about that, how people was using it and putting it on shirts and
No, you can't
doing
make
all
money
that
off-
shit.
nah,
and
you
he was
shouldn't
like,
be able to
nah.
make no
So he
money
went
off
and
of that.
fucking copyrighted that shit, trademarked it, whatever it is you got to do
You
for
shouldn't be
words.
able to make no
And,
money off of it. Yeah, that's what
Because
I'm saying.
and then what he was saying to us, he was like, man, it's the Trill is a lifestyle. Another word that came up and hit. That's some down south. That's some
Yeah,
Texas shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was like, look, it's a lifestyle. He's like, I ain't even trying to make no money off of it. He said, I'm just doing this so can't nobody else fucking make no money off of it. Can't nobody else use this shit that we came up with.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's why I honestly think that I honestly think even though like, you know, people use the word, it was used and shit, but I think as far as in music, like I think that like T.I. should have been able to copyright trap.
He was the first, he was, to me, man, he really.
Yeah. When you think about it, like, he came out with trap music. If he never dropped trap music and never put that as a title, nobody would have never been saying that. Nobody, and I'm standing on that.
Nobody would have been saying that.
You see him in Gucci, right?
Okay, so, but
I mean, they was already saying it in Atlanta.
Man, but look,
amongst themselves.
But even in that situation,
he
popularized it.
Tell me or show me a song that Gucci Mane said that was mainly that you heard trap on it. That was trap.
I mean, I don't listen to Gucci Mane like that, so I don't know.
Can you find a song that was strictly like, okay, this is trap, where you can hear the word and you that would have took flight at all?
I'm with T.I. on that.
I'm definitely with T.I. He never Gucci never had, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
the proof is in the pudding. Like shit, check the you ain't even have an album with nothing named trap.
Yeah,
then it started being Trap God and shit. No,
but that's because he popularized that term, man, and made it. Like I said, when the culture, man, when we create shit, hip hop culture is the biggest thing that black people export out this fucking country.
Yeah,
the biggest thing, man. Like, it's all over the world: clothes, shoes, movies, music, fucking everything.
Because you can't do nothing without the theme song.
Yeah, but everything is based off of hip hop culture, all the way down to the slang and the words that people use, commercials, TV. I mean, everything, man.
And that's what I don't like.
Because just think back in the day when all the commercials that used to be on the radio and on TV all had rock and roll songs on them in the background. Now when you listen to a song commercial, what's the music in the background?
Yeah, man, I was listening to.
And it's usually TV. Trap now though, because trap is the thing now. So yeah,
that shit crazy because it's like, okay, corporate America, like they'd take shit and blow it up because, like, you know, I don't got no racist blood in my body and none of that shit. But it's like, okay, now you see a black kid doing this dance, that shit ain't gonna go viral like that. He just another nigga doing the dance, and then it's like, oh, and then even the old white people be like, why you watching that type shit? But then once you see a little white boy or something doing the same dance that we was just doing, that shit gonna be on Ellen.
Commercial,
man, that shit gonna be on Ellen. He finna get an interview. Yeah, they finna get a little dude a car.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
What was you gonna say, Ricky?
I done forgot. I'm high. I'm high.
It happens like that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I don't. And then that's the same thing like about slang and shit. Like, it's like shit don't hit unless you use that slang word, but you gotta have that right person.
The right person to put it out there.
Like, because if the white dude say, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna blow everybody. They gonna be wanting to say that shit. But let a black dude be like, yeah, I mean, like, we say, yeah, I mean too much.
Yeah,
like, he don't need to talk proper English.
Yeah.
But then let a white person get on and say, yeah, I mean, homie. That's gonna be the biggest part of the conversation.
What was you gonna say now?
I was gonna go there about Cardi B. I'm watching TV and the Mountain Dew commercial come on and it
she in the
came
Mountain
through
Dew commercial?
dripping, drip, drip. No, her song
came
through dripping, drip, drip. You know what I'm saying? That was on my wrist, stay dripping. It's a Mountain Dew commercial.
Oh wow.
So you know, I'm peeping how they using the culture to sell everything.
Man.
But it's like, even at the same time, they use culture people to do shit, even if it ain't part of the culture. Like, I never even knew that Pusha T did that ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving.
That was crazy.
A lot of them cats do all that stuff.
Never knew that. That's where the money comes. That's why the nigga over like 22 million in.
Yeah, man. A lot of them cats be doing that.
I never knew that shit though.
What's her name, man? Fonte from Little Brother, man. He did a lot of writing for The Get Down. You remember that show?
Yeah.
On Netflix. He did like all the songs on there. He wrote all that. He was writing all that
for
shit.
the ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a straight up, man.
Who gonna put Pusha T in that? Like, you know who wrote that Pusha T? Like, Pusha T.
Like, who? What?
Pusha T.
Yeah.
What is he pushing?
Yeah, man.
T?
But like I said, hip hop culture, man, they come to us because they want, we got the words, we got the right words.
And
to
it's
use.
free.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he got paid like a motherfucker for it.
But I'm saying though, I'm talking about they come to us because you can, like, the flavor is free.
Oh, yeah.
You got to study it.
You just got to study and make sure you know what you're talking about.
The flavor free. So,
but a lot of them don't. They just hire somebody else out to do it, and you know.
It's like it's a. I don't know. We have a special guest.
I don't know. Somebody knocking on my door.
Sounded like it. Yeah.
I told you I was recording. What's going on? What's going on? There we go.
right.
My daughter always got to come in and bust
But you
up
know
the show.
that's gotta have a little bit of that's a little real moment right there.
Hell yeah.
You know, people would fast forward, they rewind it to that part.
You know?
Oh, yeah, daddy.
He's a daddy for real. But yeah, that's just a little short conversation I wanted to have about slang, man. So people can, even go back and just think about, even if it's just in your mind, just to think of all the slang terms you use and where they came from and how that shit done spread all over the place. And just geographically, the words you use in Midwest, whether you from down south or the East Coast or wherever you from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so if you study hip hop slang and shit like that, you might be able to study enough to fit in for the moment.
Until a word pass you by.
Yeah.
Like my daughter 18, man, so she'll have stuff that she used to say to me, man, and I'm like, what? Like, I remember the first time she said she was gonna tee up, and I was like, tee up? What the fuck is that, man? Turn up. I said, oh, but then that brought me back to the memory the first time somebody said turn up. Like, it brought me back to that shit. Like,
do other people say shit like damn, what was that? I had the thought of like on 10.
I don't know. Yeah, shit was on 10, yo. Yeah.
Anybody else say on 10?
I don't think
Because
so.
when I was out of town, I don't never find nobody say.
Did nobody say that?
And I came right back to this motherfucker nigga like, man, that shit was on 10.
I'm trying to think what else. I'm trying to think what other words she used to say, man. It got to a point, man, where I had to tell her, like, look, when you at the crib, we're gonna speak regular English out here. Cause I don't know what you
like, Dad, you better stop. We gonna go 50.
Yeah, like, I'm like,
go
what?
50.
I don't know what you
Go
talking
30.
about. Like, I don't know what you talking about, man. So, but yeah, having an 18-year-old, man, is
It keep you in. It keep you at least in the loop.
Yeah,
like y'all don't use that word no more.
Yeah.
Like damn, y'all just started saying tight again.
yeah. Or you remember can't say tight, man.
Yeah,
That shit
y'all
tight.
just started saying tight again. Like we used to say that. That's when I start feeling old and shit. When I start hearing the new slang, and then they say a word that was back then. Like
they saying some
y'all
old
use
shit.
That? Yeah, like like that was cold. Like
yo, I remember the first time I heard a song. My daughter, was it last year, maybe a year ago? Maybe it probably was last year. Some dude, it was a song she was listening to. He was singing, and he was talking about catching a body. He's like, he gonna catch a body.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know. I'm listening. I'm like, catch a body. Like this nigga singing, dog. He talking about keeping him, go murder somebody. But my one guy was like, nah, man, he talking about fucking.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
And that was my moment that I felt old. I was
I
like,
felt old when I started hearing body count. Like, cause I be hearing niggas that's my age and they were saying body count, like, but I didn't know when the motherfucker came to be like, what's your body count? Like, my body count.
I ain't killed
nigga,
nobody.
You the police? Nigga? Yeah, like,
hold on, man.
What you on, dog? Like, where you the police? Like, no, your body count, like, how many bitches you the fuck?
None of your business, motherfucker.
Then it bring me that, like, why is this even
Why
a
is it
question? Yeah. Why is this even a question? But thanks for the learning lesson, though.
Yeah, that's how it was, dog. I was like, catch your body. And when I first, man.
Yeah, I mean, shit work. But it's like, okay, but the best shit about slang and hip hop is you can say anything. If you from the culture and you know what I'm saying, you can say anything, use any word, and the motherfucker gonna understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
that's why it's not no set.
At some point, somebody gonna understand what you're saying.
Yeah, because you can't make no urban dictionary, because this motherfucker gonna use a different
words gonna get used. It's gonna get used different.
Yeah, like nigga, man, I had to dice that nigga. Like, you ain't heard no nigga saying dice, but you gonna understand what he's saying.
You gonna know what he's saying.
Yeah, like, nigga, what you trying to paint, nigga?
Yep.
You ain't gonna know what it. Yeah, but it's like shit. Niggas don't say that in hip hop, but I know what you mean when you say, nigga, what you trying to paint?
Yeah, cats don't know.
Shout out to E40 for the slang dictionary.
Oh, for sure,
man.
That got me to thinking about how many words. You know,
a lot of people don't even realize how many words.
It's a lot of words that got created in hip hop, man. So,
but they don't. But that's what I'm saying. They don't even, like he said, E40. They don't even know that for shizzle.
For shizzle,
E40, all that for shizzle, my nizzle, and that wasn't Snoop.
Nah,
oh, that was E40. He had all that.
The Bay Area, man.
For Sheezy, what upper?
Yeah.
What's upper?
Yeah. You don't even understand. No. Like, you don't understand what he's saying half the time.
Hell no. So, quick stuff I wanted to get into that I like to do real quick though. But yeah, slang. we get off of that, man,
Yeah,
because
that'll
y'all can
never
get
end.
yeah, we'll be
That'll
talking
go
about
all
that
day.
forever, man. Just slang and shit like that, especially in Milwaukee, because we
shirt wearing ass nigga.
Yeah. So let's get on to some personal questions, man, for y'all, man. So
personal.
yeah, just personal as far as
shaking the
music.
table.
Yeah. So Ricky, what's your top 5 MCs, man, right off the top of your head?
Top 5 right off the
top 5.
Pac the GOAT.
Oh yeah,
Pac the GOAT.
Yeah, see.
I like Scarface, Pac the GOAT.
It ain't gotta be no particular order, just your 5.
yeah.
I mean, like me, I always have with 1, and then everybody else is after that. So yeah, Pac, Scarface. What else you got?
Yep. Then I'm gonna say Cube.
Cube.
You threw Cube in the 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw Stories all time. Cube got it. Let's see, that's 3. Oh, that's hard, Joe.
It ain't that hard, man.
Because people gonna look at you a certain way because you ain't had not they top 5.
That's hard,
It's
yo.
always gonna be like that.
You know what though? Just to throw it off course, just throw it at you. Biggie overrated though.
Damn, he had to throw it at you
I
before you
was
even
going
finish his whole.
Yeah, my top 5 either, so it don't matter.
Okay.
He had to throw it at you before you finish. Before you finish the last
disclaimer. Yeah, throw a little disclaimer.
Wait a
there.
minute, so just so y'all understand, I didn't mention Biggie yet, and I'm not gonna mention him. So before y'all get mad,
and kill me in the comments.
Yeah, these last 2 might be a little.
He definitely okay. So
you got Pac,
right,
Scarface,
yep.
Cube. Who else you got?
Who do I got,
that's
yo?
hard, huh?
Who do I got, yo?
You ain't gonna throw Jay up there, none?
He probably 5. He probably could make it.
So just throw him in there, Jay. And then who else you got?
Yeah. Then I got good question, man. I'm gonna say Pun.
5 Pun. You the second person on this show that put
That's
Pun in
damn
their
near
top.
like asking a motherfucker like what you want to be when you grow up. When you grown up, niggas don't know what to say. Like,
damn. I did want to be a.
Yeah, but I'm a nigga. Yeah, you got to get a little more technical.
Who you got, Ryan? What's your top 5?
My top 5. I'm gonna put it to you like this. I don't care who get mad or anything. You know, Pac always gonna be number 1. So it's like at the same time it's Pac, Jay-Z,
Jay,
Eminem, Kendrick, because I think he got a nice body of work enough for me to put him up there. And then the last one, bark at me if you want to, because he been barking for years. DMX. At his prime, nigga. DMX. Who was touching DMX at his prime?
No, you should. What's the name? I was watching a Vlad interview with Boosie. He was like, "Man, the only East Coast nigga I ever liked was DMX." He was like, "Man, I went to one of that nigga concerts." He said, "Dog, I was in the crowd. I had tears in my eyes."
Wow.
Yeah, he was like, just listening to. He's like, "Man, I think I could shed a tear in that concert."
Wow.
And that's some real shit.
Boosie said that.
Yeah, because and it's like shit.
DMX,
to be honest with you, he had me there. You know what I'm saying? Because he can put himself. It's like he was a poet. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like his life. You could just see it and hear
He lived it out. Yeah, he spit it. He spit his life. He spit his life in them bars.
Man, that's slipping.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Yeah, DMX, number 5.
My favorite shit though with him was hey yo, when you talking about the chicks, it was Juanita.
That shit hard.
I don't care what nobody say.
What these bitches want from me.
Everybody was trying to find the bitch in that little name thing that they was fucking with.
Like I had a Keisha.
Yep.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
My life.
Well, Keisha, I met her at an ice cream park. You know what I mean? Like,
see, that's why I feel bad for young niggas like the 90s babies, the later 90s babies, because it's like
they missed a lot. But you know what? Like I talked about in the last episode, when I did the young versus old for the second episode, and I told him, I said, young cats need to go back and listen to and study some of the older shit. I ain't saying go back to the 80s. Like if you 18, 19 right now, I ain't gonna tell you to go back and listen to Run DMC first in 83 and 4. That's probably you're not gonna understand none of that shit, and it's gonna be too basic for you at this point. But to listen to something that's closer to your era, you know what I'm saying, and go back in the 90s. That's
I'm gonna keep it G with you though. I don't expect a younger nigga to put Tupac in his top 5.
I don't either. No,
if you do, I gotta look at you funny.
Like,
then I gotta look at you as
like, do you really listening to that, or are you listening to what somebody else said?
Exactly, because I know as far as hip hop, like I'm not like Tupac was a lyricist. Tupac was cold, but it's like Tupac was a nigga that you had to be there.
Yeah, you had to be there.
You had to be there to understand you had to be there to understand why grown gangsta ass niggas cry and fight about Tupac. Like niggas, nigga, you bring what?
Y'all realize how many of these motherfuckers is Lil Wayne's sons though? Like all these rappers is Lil Wayne's sons.
For younger cats, Lil Wayne was the
you know what I mean. And then he brought the eyeball stage in.
Yeah.
If you ask me, like tattoos on the face. And shit
he
like
helped
that.
bring all that in.
He brought all that. Yeah, to be honest with you, because you can't ask no nigga that was older. If a nigga got a tattoo on his face, he a dumb-minded nigga and he really wasn't into hip-hop earlier. You know what I'm saying? He probably just stepped off the porch not too long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're not
because that's what I'm saying. You be too influenced. An older nigga that ain't not finna put nothing on their face.
No,
it ain't even cool. The gangsters of the gangster niggas ain't finna put nothing on their face.
Nah, they not. Dog. That's not happening.
That's not going down. We got a whole body, but we understand that we lived in the whole gangster era, so even though we showing it, we can't put it on the face because we understand it's different. It's
yeah. So for me, man, I can get y'all just off top quick, man. My top five, man. Number 1 is always KRS-One. Number 2, Nas. Number 3, man, I'm gonna throw Black Thought. Number 4, I'm gonna do Redman. Number 5, I'm gonna drop Ghostface.
See, and that's what
that's solid.
Just by that, you can tell what type of nigga he like. You know what I'm saying? You can tell that your mind is a little open more.
Yeah,
because the first 3 people you brought up.
Yeah, just like because KRS-One for me, man, is just because the way he spit his knowledge and shit, man.
That's why.
You always been a KRS-One fan?
Yeah, from the beginning.
How did you feel when Nelly tried to diss him, yo?
I was happy. Because he destroyed that nigga, man. He made 2 songs about dog. I still listen to both of them songs to this day. He destroyed dude.
The nerve of him.
So like as far as like
man,
KRS-One to be like even as far as like old rappers, because I was just gonna ask like who even if an old rapper like an 80s rapper wasn't in the top, who would you put up there if it was 80s? Like what you already said, KRS-One.
Just like, anybody else from back then?
Yeah. Like if I did an honorable mention,
if I did a top 10, if I did a top 10, I would throw Rakim in there.
See, and that's what I'm saying. What I mean? It'd be an argument with me when I be talking about like, okay, motherfuckers was on Rakim. I was a Big Daddy Kane nigga.
You could throw Big Daddy Kane in there, yeah. Like,
but I also was. But I'm gonna tell you who opened everything up. That's why I really want to put him in my top 5. Is Slick Rick.
You throw Slick Rick in there.
Everybody took everything.
You know why? Because he only made like 2 albums.
Yeah, because he went to jail.
And he went to jail and all that shit.
But if you realize, nigga, all the style came from Slick Rick.
Yeah, all of that shit, man.
Slick Rick, Dana Dane, but Slick Rick was a little more, you know what I'm saying, debonair.
A million jury pieces and fur coats and diamonds.
Everything that niggas got now, that's what Slick Rick was doing.
Yeah.
With the whole chains and all this shit like that. Like plenty shit. Slick Rick was doing that shit.
Nobody still got no more chains than him.
No. Storytelling and shit.
No.
He opened up the whole store on storytelling. He was the art of story. So he really, that's just like when Tupac said, I'm not finna go to jail, y'all not finna Slick Rick me.
Yeah.
Because people took Slick Rick style and used it. And then it got to another platform. People wasn't really telling stories and shit like
Another quick question, man. So when you just in a mood, man, what's your album, your go-to album that you go to, man, you listen to and you be like, okay, this is going to get my mind back right. You know what I mean? Like, I need some shit to either mellow me out, or if I'm stressing, I need to get my mind right. What's the album, Ricky, what's the album you listen to when you do that, man?
That Pac, Me Against the World.
Me Against the World?
That's one of the greatest albums ever created.
I agree.
Okay.
That Me Against the World.
What about you? What you throw in, man?
You know what? I was going to say Me Against the World, but he already said it. I don't want to be the nigga that's just, you know what I'm saying, piggybacking. But I'm going to piggyback with the Tupac. I'm going to say Machiavelli.
Machiavelli?
I feel like Machiavelli was like, I feel like he really was feeling like if you really listen to Machiavelli, and you can't tell me that he wasn't a lyricist.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't really speaking that shit, that pain shit. Like he was I listen to, because I mean, it puts you in a place where everything wasn't the same. I damn near want to say All Eyes on Me too. It was a lot of shit. That's what I'm saying about Tupac. It just puts you in different. Like,
how about you just listen to Pac, man, when you want to get your shit right?
I listen to Pac when I'm trying to get my. I mean, because there's a lot of artists, but when I'm trying to get into the element or get like my shit back, it's Pac all day. Because Pac experienced everything that you can go through as a man and put it in the song. So,
hey, and they say he got 2 albums supposed to be dropping. So Pac,
he got 2 more albums coming out.
The state saying he finna drop 2 albums.
Unbelievable. You know, Suge's son said that nigga was still alive.
You already know how I am about this shit, Ricky. All the time we was talking about this shit, man, in the studio, man, you already know, dog. I don't even want to hear that shit.
Man.
For me, man, when I get my little shit, man, I want to, I don't know about a specific album. If I do a specific album, I would say like Nas, It Was Written.
Oh, that's a dope album.
That's a dope ass album.
Because it take me through. That came out in '96, man. So, actually, no, I scratched that. I got two. Outkast, ATLians, and Nas, It Was Written. Them two put me, when I need to get my mind right and I need to go through a whole gamut of emotions to level myself out. Them two right there, man. Because the Nas, he give on It Was Written, he give me all the hood, the street shit.
See, and that's what I argue with the motherfucker about, because they were saying Illmatic. To me,
all right, okay, before we do it, Illmatic or It Was Written.
That's what I argue with niggas. It was written.
It was written. How about you, Rick?
I gotta stand.
Damn, it was written myself too, man. I'm gonna start asking everybody on the fucking show that. I did that 3 shows in a row.
Everybody always say your head was at.
I only got one person on the show, man. Well, no, I only got one person that had been on the show that said Illmatic.
No, as dope as everybody want to make everybody first album to be.
Yeah, because even the last episode, we was talking about because we was talking about '96, and he was like he liked It Was Written over Reasonable Doubt. Because you mean Reasonable Doubt '96, that was Jay's first album, but It Was Written. That was Nas' second album.
I did.
Like
Nas was really like the only. Well, I say Biggie and Nas was really the only East Coast, because I was so so Pac, nigga.
Yeah,
I damn near, nigga. If Pac mentioned your name, I couldn't listen to nothing you had to say.
Nothing,
I hated you, so I wasn't fucking with niggas on the East Coast like that. You know what I'm saying? So Pac had me like fuck everybody. So the only people I was able to tolerate was Biggie and
Yeah. So them two albums, man, that should have really set me. I still listen to Outkast, that ATLians right now, man. So other thing too, man, since we talking about greatest album, what was your greatest, Ricky? What's the greatest album all time, just rap album that you think, man, just was the dopest rap album ever made, and you could listen to it all day, every day, if it was like the last fucking piece of music on this world that you had to listen to?
Yeah, the one off the top, I would say Get Rich or Die Trying.
Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yeah.
That's funny. Damn.
What about you, Ryan? What you was...
Oh, that's a hard question.
Like your greatest album ever, man. Like if you was going on a fucking abandoned island, you could only take one album with you, man. What would it be?
Hard question. If I could only take one album with me, and I was going on the... Oh, that's so hard. Yeah, because I love Get Rich or Die Trying. I want to say that, but I don't want to just be feeling gangsta. Like I don't want to feel like... Because then I'm going to be on some whole other shit, and I'll be mad when the motherfucker come pick me up. Nigga, I've been on this 50 for years. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some other shit right now. Sick. No, but I would say I'm really gonna have to say Machiavelli.
Machiavelli?
I'm really gonna have to say Machiavelli because I feel like Machiavelli indeed like he really felt some type of way during Machiavelli. But it's a cutoff to me though. It's either Machiavelli or Me Against the World.
Okay.
But if I had to say one, I'd say Machiavelli because Machiavelli was a little more. He had some songs or whatever that'd go over your head that you have to listen back.
Yeah.
I'm Machiavelli.
I'll probably shock people with mine because I'm such an East Coast dude, but ATLians, Outkast. Like to me, 36 Chambers was a dope album, but to me at the time, man, ATL, dude, that album is so motherfucking dope, man. The production. The new, Outkast was their second album.
I don't even want to open up that topic because I know that topic was because we already on, you know what I'm saying? But I got to argue with a nigga, fighting with a nigga over it. They like, shit, Wu-Tang, who was better, Wu-Tang or Outkast?
Oh, okay.
I had to say Outkast. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I had to say, because it's like you get a flavor from Outkast that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For me, if I had to pick, it would be Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I already know.
Hey, yo,
that's why I said
crazy.
I wasn't fucking with no I wasn't fucking with no East Coast niggas or whatever, but I used to be down. Yeah, but whenever I go down there, he have all them records and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then that'll make me want to start looking up motherfuckers like
should I listen to that?
Because it was a nigga. Who was the nigga? Cormega.
Cormega.
Yeah. See, I never heard niggas like that.
Yeah.
So that's what type of shit that made me start looking towards E, because he was East Coast for sure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He still had an Army fatigue pants and shit.
I was gonna say it's crazy to see
then,
where
96, it was fatigues and everything.
Fatigues,
Tims.
Tims and fatigues.
So I was saying it's crazy to see where Outkast, where their music went from AT Aliens.
From AT Aliens, man, and went to the what was the
from Southern Playalistic.
From Southern Playalistic.
That was my dope. That was my album.
See,
Southern Playalistic.
See, I didn't really get into that album.
I definitely did.
I didn't get into that one.
But it's like shit. But it's like back then, it was a whole difference. Like shit, because back then you couldn't tell me that Andre was better than Big Boy.
Yeah, because at the time, yeah.
AT Aliens is what what really transcended and showed how cold a nigga was that what movie was that? Damn, International Underground Thunderpounds, I stomped the ground. Like a million elephants and sitting in the back of orangutan, you can't stop the train.
Bombs over Baghdad, maybe.
Yeah, Bombs Over Baghdad. Yeah, that was on I look it up right now, man. That was What album was that?
Was that Aquemini?
I think so.
That's what really made me really start respecting Andre for his real lyrical talent. Because I'd bow my head to their songs, but I wasn't really into the lyrics, like trying to listen to the whole and understand it until that Bombs Over Baghdad.
Yeah, that was let me see, when was that? Okay. Bombs Over Baghdad. Oh, I forgot it ain't spelled out. It's just B.O.B. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what it was, B.O.B.
Stank on you.
Stank on you. That's what it was. Yeah, Stank on you. Stank on you. I mean, I loved I loved the classic album. Like AT Aliens is one of my favorites.
What was the singles on there on the AT Aliens?
Me and You.
Okay.
That was like that was like the main one.
Yeah, that vibe was crazy. Yeah,
that had a different vibe though. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I like them. And what year that came out?
96.
Oh yeah, that was 96.
Yo,
same year as the Pop.
And that's why I said it was either 96 or 94 to me.
Yeah,
because it was so diverse. Like everybody had like E40. Who the fuck sound like E40?
Nobody.
Man, nobody.
Ain't nobody gonna get away with that.
If you want to say how different people was, look
E40 barely got away with that shit.
Yeah, barely.
But he got away with it.
He got away with it though.
That just show you how different shit was. You know what I'm saying?
Because he barely got away.
He been around so long.
Man,
it's
let
crazy.
Let the nigga come in with that
be
shit.
Off beat like a motherfucker, but then at the end, somehow it be on beat.
And it be up. Man.
So that's what's up, man. So yeah, that was some great dope albums, man. Let's get into some hip hop culture, man, in the Midwest.
Yeah, see, I love the Midwest. We sleep on our own.
We sleep on our own shit. Yeah. But you know, the Midwest we are a melting pot of everything. East Coast.
But if you want to look at
everything,
but if you want to look at what the Midwest really like, if you want to just give us a flavor.
That's what I was gonna say. So, what do you think? What do you think? Just this over the years, because since we always be so behind on a lot of shit, what do you think would be like the sound of Milwaukee rap, as far as rap?
Milwaukee?
Yeah, what would you think like the sound? Because you like down south, you would say trap. East Coast, you would say boom bap.
If I say Midwest,
yeah,
I would say more of a player, like a pimping type, faster tempo type. You know what I'm saying? Like a tongue twister a little bit.
Like Twister or something like that.
I would say if you want to just look and say what the Midwest style is,
I'll just give
go
you,
to Do or Die.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'll give you a list of we'll just throw a list out there.
Do or Die is the epitome of what I believe Midwest sound is.
Some of the biggest artists from the Midwest: Common, Nelly, Royce da 5'9", Kanye, Eminem, Twister, Lupe.
I think out of all that, who showed the Midwest style more is Twister.
Probably, I would say so. Who else? Jay Dilla, Apollo Brown, Bone. You know what I mean? Bone. Chance the Rapper, The Brat. Aaliyah. I didn't even know she was from Detroit. I forgot about that. So, but it's so much of a melting pot. You can't really pick one.
No, so it depends on where you at in the Midwest.
You might not remember this, but back in the day, the Dayton family.
Yeah, I remember the Dayton
family. Right? That was. But
what's that? They came from Milwaukee.
Cuckoo Cow?
No, they was a group. Yeah, Diggable Planets. Was they from Milwaukee? No. Who was from Milwaukee? Was it?
You talking about Speech from Arrested Development?
The Arrested Development.
Yeah, Speech. He was from Milwaukee, but he didn't claim Milwaukee. So
No, he didn't.
he was from Milwaukee. So
A lot of people don't. A lot of people
Now
don't know
he
that,
back.
is he back now trying to claim Milwaukee?
Well, you know, just at the festivals.
Oh, he been back here?
Yeah, he
On
been
what,
back. Yeah.
Wow, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, my brother went to high school with dude and all that shit, so that's how he from Milwaukee. They all went to Marshall.
But you could tell how he feel about. He like.
Yeah. I mean, I never really got into their music anyway. That wasn't the kind of music I listened to
Nah,
every time.
but that's
anyway,
why I said. But that's why I said around that time it was more because you can have any type of like who the fuck gonna come out with Mr. Window right now?
Yeah, man. Like it's
Mr. Window.
yes. Like I said,
But it was that time.
It was that time, man.
Whatever
You know
you
what I
were
mean?
feeling. Because people was feeling like this shit. Because the economy was good.
yeah.
So it's like, you can feel happy.
happy, you know.
That's why I got to arguing because I wanted to fight. I don't care. Everybody that's listening, I want to fight anybody that bring up that damn Tupac picture with Money B and him in the bed. You see that?
Yeah.
I saw somebody post that
Man,
the other day.
listen. If you're not old enough, you don't understand that at some point, a lot of shit wasn't gay.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. A lot
Back in the day, shit,
wasn't.
all my 90s pictures that I know, it was niggas with their shirts off.
Yeah,
Making
yeah.
muscles and all that shit.
Yeah.
Niggas with their shirt off and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas posing with each other and
niggas
shit.
posing with each other and shit. That's how it was. Like shit. Niggas wasn't, because gay, I think that once you throw gay in the conversation, that's gay. That's like, I'm the type of nigga that don't say no homo. I can say the gayish sounding shit, but I don't say no homo because I'm not.
Everything
I ain't
is
gotta
gay.
say that.
And why the fuck would you even be thinking some homo shit when I say
Somebody
I'm like,
said that.
like,
Who was
nigga,
I
get
listening
it.
to on a rap? He was like, Ransom. He said, I ain't got to say pause because I ain't gay anyway. So I ain't got to say
what?
pause.
Yeah, you shouldn't be
Fuck
thinking
I gotta
that.
say
Fuck
pause
I gotta
for.
do
I ain't
that.
got to say that shit.
Like
no
somebody,
way.
I got so fucking mad. Somebody said say pause. Like say pause,
For what?
nigga. Yeah, what you gay dog?
Hold on, dog. Let's go back. We go just real quick to slang. Pause. You remember dog used to say that shit, man? It was so long ago when we was kids, and I remember hearing somebody say that, man. Like somebody brought it back. I don't know.
But people don't understand that.
I was like, damn. People still say that? I didn't know we were saying that in high school, but it wasn't for saying
wasn't on
gay
that
stuff.
gay shit,
It
no.
was like just doing stupid shit, like pause, I fucked up, you know what I mean? Whatever. But now they done turned into it's a gay thing.
I'm
Like,
sorry,
gotta
since you
say
brought that back,
pause because you said something gay. Like so what? Like what the fuck, man?
since you brought that topic of, do people say meat anywhere else?
What you mean?
Like give me meat.
You
don't remember that?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, don't nobody remember
I don't even remember
like you bullshit, give me meat.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, nigga, meat.
Oh, see, I don't even remember. I just remember just slap your hand.
No,
I remember
I used to
that.
ask for
Just
meat.
Me. Oh,
Give
okay.
me meat.
I see.
You say some stupid shit. Give me
All right,
meat.
okay. I was just kind of
Yeah, okay,
threw me
now
off
we
topic.
back to- yeah,
back
okay.
to topic.
That was
So
just a little funny,
what would you say, Ricky, man, is the Milwaukee sound?
A Milwaukee sound?
The sound.
see,
What's the
if
sound of
Milwaukee-
Midwest,
if
Midwest,
Milwaukee
or
is
just the Midwest, Milwaukee? You know, the sound of the Midwest. What would you say the Midwest sound is? Because you figure, you got the East Coast boom bap, right? You got the West Coast, you got your player functions, you got your down south. What would you say the Midwest sound is?
I would say some of that shit that Nelly was doing. I would say that shit sound Midwest.
Yeah.
I say we had more of a melodic sound.
Yeah,
I would say.
That's why I say if you look for the perfect Midwest sound, I say do or die.
For me, I think the perfect Midwest sound, man, was Common. Because he incorporated East Coast into his shit.
Yeah.
He incorporated.
See, that's why you like it though, because you know what I'm saying.
But I like Twister. I liked him too.
But I'm saying
I like
if
Do or
you just look
Die.
at an overall average, you think that
Yo, shout out Common though. I seen him at Summerfest when I was a
He was
kid.
Yeah.
He came years ago. I was
long
a
time ago,
kid.
yeah.
He
what,
made
back
me
when he
want
was
to.
Common Sense.
Yeah, he made me want to make rap music, bro. That was the most incredible show I had ever saw.
Common
yo.
dope. Common dope. A lot of
Yeah, it's
people
like
fuck
because
with
for me, like I said, he kind of I wouldn't pick him over a bunch of other people, but like he encompasses that sound, especially his early work, because it was like I said, it's East Coast stuff, some down south stuff mixed in, and then it was just a whole their own little sound. You sampling and shit like that,
Yeah.
but just a different way. Do or Die too, I think Do or Die and the Twister, that shit like that shit, and Nelly, that shit was like really. That's kind of really what the Midwest is.
Midwest is like player type.
Bone,
We was
you know what I mean? Shit like
Midwest
that.
Well, Milwaukee for sure used to. A lot of people don't even realize, like, nigga, we used to be Pimp City, nigga.
Yep.
We used to be Pimp Shit.
Yep.
It used to be Pimp Shit and Mob Shit.
Mob shit. I think now
we had a direct transport to Vegas.
I think now though, man,
So I
the
think
sound of Milwaukee, man, is
Trash. Oh,
trash. Yeah, you can say trash, but trap, like the sound, like trap music, man. I think that took over Milwaukee, man.
You know what's crazy?
Doing all the auto tune, and it's not necessarily like it used to be back in the day where it was a blend and a mix
it's
of
that
everything.
offbeat shit.
It's like motherfuckers done just completely took one whole style and said, "This is what we gonna do."
I'm trying to figure out who stole who though.
Between
Detroit,
Nigga,
and Milwaukee.
Milwaukee
Like
had it
who
first.
stole it from who?
I always argue that shit because when you really started hearing, because Detroit was all about. If you really look at it, they was battling.
Yeah.
Yeah, Detroit wasn't on that. That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
who else was from there? You mentioned MC Breed. You remember Breed from back in the day?
Yeah,
I mean,
Breed.
you got your Eminems
Breed
and
was
Royces.
dope.
So it was lyricism over there in Detroit and Michigan. And
but
shit.
that's what I'm saying though. Like that offbeat shit that they doing now. I think Milwaukee did that shit because, to my knowledge, shit, I remember like even people as far as like even Ray Rizzy was rapping because it was a jack. It was called Jacket. Niggas Jacket. That was Jacket shit.
Yeah.
Nigga Jacket style.
Jacket
shit.
styles.
The only time I really heard the niggas from over there in Detroit do that shit was like when Dope Boy Cash Out and all, you know what I'm saying, all them motherfuckers started, when they started dropping like the Team Eastside and shit, you know what I'm saying, when they started dropping I started hearing that shit. But I off top, that's why I said I sound like I off top know that it was Milwaukee because when I first heard them niggas I thought they was Milwaukee niggas.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, for sure. I got out the joint. When I got out the joint, I was hearing a lot of niggas playing that shit. And I'm like, who's this? This some local Milwaukee niggas? They like, no, them niggas from Detroit. The whole time I thought they was from Milwaukee because that was how Milwaukee niggas would sound. They rap offbeat with a little bland ass voice.
Yeah.
I don't knock it. I like.
So I don't know how we got to this offbeat sound with the heavy auto tone.
Nah, don't.
The shit drive me
that
crazy.
Shit drive me fucking up. And then I be hearing like, I don't want to, like, I ain't dissing nobody. Do what you do, but it's just like, please don't paint Milwaukee for that.
Yeah, please don't.
Please don't paint because man, it's some dope. It's some dope motherfuckers out here, but like they ain't gonna get no time today.
No, because I think the sound here done just completely went all the way left, yo.
That's because it's this a drug. You know what I'm
Drug
saying?
culture.
Yeah, and everybody be so
Everybody-
turned up on pills and shit. And if you ain't talking about
You
what
think
they
that got
wanted you
something to do with
talk
the?
about,
You know that makes sense though.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you taking them uppers and
yeah, so
downers.
that's what I'm saying. So, and if you ain't talking their language on drug, because that's everything flip, and that's what the thing I don't like about it. Everything flip, nigga. We used to be all about the hustle, nigga.
Yeah.
I like hustlers.
I like hustlers.
I listen to the hustlers. Now everybody want to listen to the users.
Yeah, like listen to a
So
bunch of
everybody want to be a user now. Nobody
bunch
want to
of
be a
druggies
hustler.
and
Yeah,
shit.
everybody talking about what they popping and what they drinking and shit. And that's what I think fucked up the music here.
Yeah, it did. I think so because I mean, like the drug culture just.
You look at Future though, he ain't taking no drugs.
I know.
He the
He's
soberest.
sober as shit.
Sober.
He's sober as shit. But yeah, shit, like as far as like Milwaukee and shit like that, like man, I just think that everything, like I'm not knocking nothing. I ain't knocking nobody. I don't knock the style and none of that shit, but I just don't want to get caught up into that shit because I feel like it dumbs. You gotta dumb it down to even get involved in that shit. And I don't want to dumb it down. That's why I said like, okay, I understand Milwaukee is a big market, but you can't touch Milwaukee from Milwaukee. You got to touch Milwaukee.
You gotta touch them somewhere
from
else.
another place because then they respect you more when you come from another place. Milwaukee. Niggas always look at Milwaukee artists as Milwaukee. They never really blow. Milwaukee will blow some shit up. But it'd be from another state.
But it'd be somebody else shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Because really, we blew up Boosie.
Man.
We blew up Gorilla Zoe.
Yep. Dude, Gorilla Zoe still be coming here doing shows. I'm like,
Because when that hood nigga
Anybody can
came
come
out,
here and get some money.
man, wasn't nobody
I'm like,
playing
for
that
real?
shit really like Milwaukee was playing that hood nigga. When that hood nigga
listen.
came out, I thought he was from Milwaukee. Niggas from Milwaukee. was
man,
playing
and that's why I said like the sound of Milwaukee is more south because I remember, man, Boosie, he's still big, I guess, amongst a lot of cats here, man. Like,
but
he like a legend.
Yeah, but
To
it's like
motherfuckers,
now
yo.
He's the mayor of the mill.
Yeah.
I can't say that.
He's
though.
the mayor.
I get so mad when people say that because it's
You don't
like,
think so?
oh, man,
I mean, I don't
get
know.
so
I don't listen to Boosie like that. I mean,
I
I listen.
love
don't
Boosie.
listen-
I know diss to Boosie and none of that shit.
Yeah, but I just,
nigga,
you know.
you not here.
Yeah, he ain't.
I
here.
can't. Why would you put somebody mayor to Milwaukee that's not here?
I did remember somebody said that. Are you the mayor? He don't even live here.
nigga.
He ain't even from here.
Okay, no, nigga. I understand you get love and you respect it. You walk, but
Yeah.
shit, nigga, you not from here. I
He
can't
come
get
here
it.
with the Boosie jersey on that say mayor. Like he's serious
Yeah,
about that shit.
I'm not serious about it. I don't think that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that shit. Like, I know niggas that went through the mud here. You know what I'm
So like you gonna go? So like, what if I go down to where Boosie from?
Louisiana.
I go
saying? Start
down,
saying I'm the mayor there. They
I
gonna
gotta
kill kill me, nigga.
Got me a jersey on and shit on the mayor.
Man, they gonna kill me. Like,
out of there.
Who was you, Shout?
Yeah. Walk around Baton Rouge talking about you, the motherfucking mayor. I'm like, who? What?
Folk them wouldn't fit kill you when they see you. Take that shirt off.
Yeah,
Small time mentality, yo.
I do remember
That's
saying
Milwaukee
that.
mentality. If you want to know Milwaukee mentality that's fucking us up right now, check out who the mayor of Milwaukee.
He ain't even from here.
And he ain't even close to here. That just show you that Milwaukee niggas don't respect Milwaukee niggas. We can't even say hi, shake hands, none of that shit, because niggas is. So we can't even, that's why we can't really say what's the Milwaukee style, because niggas hate on niggas so much that everybody trying to find themselves.
Yo,
because you getting hated on.
That in my projects though, that's like pop culture. That's
That
song so huge. Like
that song so huge, nigga. I was all the way in the West Coast. As soon as I said, he like, where you from? Like Milwaukee, like, oh, that cuckoo cow.
Yeah, that's
like,
all they know. That's all they know everywhere.
Yeah.
My project, they know that shit.
If I'm not mistaken, that was like #1 in the country.
Yeah, that was big.
It was, and a lot of people put that on their top. When Baby was playing his top music, it's 100 top 100. Yeah, that was in the top.
Yeah, some dope singles and stuff. I'm gonna do a topic about that one time, man. About songs that were so big and outshine the artists. Yeah. Like they couldn't even come back from it.
Man.
See,
but we all know other stuff happened with Cuckoo.
Yeah, so I ain't gonna get into that. Because I would have said he would have been able to come back from it if he really wanted to.
Yeah. But another just off
Cuckoo
topic,
dope.
another off like just off in that idea in that vein. Black Rob, whoa. He could never come back from that.
Now that's one nigga that it don't matter what type
of
of shit he did. He could have been sober as a kite. He'd never come back.
He'd never come back from that. Like that song was bigger than him, and he Vanilla Ice, Ice Baby. He never could have come back from that. Never. Like you just a victim of your own success at that point.
Oh shit, like Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah, Baby got back. Like you could not come back off of that.
nigga, for sure, dog. I'm talking about like just last year, I just listened to a real Sir Mix-a-Lot song and realized like that nigga wasn't always talking about that shit.
No, he wasn't.
I never knew the type of artist that Sir Mix-a-Lot was, because all
the
I
other
put
dope
into
song was Posse. My Posse.
Yeah, my Posse's on, bro. Yeah, and I forgot that was him because he was so big from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Go anywhere in the world right now, and that's a smash. Like anywhere.
Smash.
Yep.
Anywhere.
Yep.
Smash. That's why I give Cuckoo Cal his props, because shit, for you to be able to make a smash hit like that
out of Milwaukee. Yep. So that's what's up, man. That's what's up. One last question. What was so for you, Ricky, growing up, man, when you first came up, I think you spoke on it a little bit, like coming up, what did you listen to, man, that really got you into, rap and hip hop and shit?
I listened to a lot of NWA, and unfortunately, that's where it turned. That's where it turned. That I listened to a lot of NWA. That was my older brother. That was his group.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I came up listening to a lot of NWA, a lot of Spice One. I came up when
remember Spice One had that CD and it was red. The cover, the whole case was red. What was the name of that one? That was my.
I forgot. That was wasn't that the one where he had the he was talking about the what was it? Serial killer?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
I still remember. I bought that CD.
Yeah, what the fuck was it? 180.
187 proof.
Yep. Yeah, that was the shit.
That's storytelling right there.
Yeah, that's what niggas can't really make no songs like that no more.
Who else was you rocking with, man? Coming up.
Let's see. I said coming up, man. You know what? And then coming up though, I was all East Coast. The Locks, Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? I was a lot of East Coast coming up. So, and then a lot of East Coast.
A lot of East Coast shit. Oh, okay. I'm gonna find that Spice One album. I just remember what the best name of that.
Yeah.
Because this was it was just called that. It was called Spice One.
Yeah, that's it. That is, yeah.
Yeah, Spice One by Spice One.
I just remember
I came up on
Sibo.
Hey, a lot of people don't even speak on Sibo.
I just had to think of that, yo. Sibo, the gas chamber.
Yeah.
I was just bumping that shit last week.
A lot of niggas do not even know who Sibo is.
Don't even know who Sibo is.
Sibo, one hard motherfucker, yo.
Ball head nut.
Yeah. Oh,
fish tailing in the cut.
My life.
What?
Sibo, yo. Sibo was that
gas
man.
chamber. Hold on, man. Let me go. See, what the fuck, man? Hold on. Yeah, dog. I was listening to that. I bought that shit.
Yeah.
I bought that shit. I used to listen to that shit forever, man, all the time.
That's like if you know who SIBO is, that's like knowing who Cool Herc is.
Yeah, like you got to know who these cats is, man. Let's see. Where is it at? Because I think he put it back out because he ain't got the original one on here. Yeah, they put it back out in 2014. The Gas Chamber, dog. Black 6'4". That shit, dog. Man, realer than real. Realer than real, motherfucker. Dog. Yeah, that's SIBO. Now I think about it, man. I listened to a lot of that shit when I was growing up.
Yeah,
SIBO,
man,
dog.
that shit.
I was East Coast for sure, but like I said, being in Milwaukee, everything, man. So I just, and I had to go back and look at that. Yeah. See, now you're going to have me put that shit right back in my playlist.
See, that's what I was trying to
right
look for.
back in my playlist. SIBO, man.
A lot of people slept on SIBO.
I wish I could play some music on
That's
this
like
motherfucker,
Breed.
man.
Motherfuckers slept on MC Breed, Richie Rich and shit.
So what you used to listen to, man, coming up, man?
Listen, man. When I coming up, well, the first thing
As a
that
shorty,
I can tell
like
you
what made
exactly,
you like really fall in love with
I
rap,
can tell
man?
you exactly what made me fall in love with rap, and it was Slick Rick and Dana Dang. I gotta say,
Yeah.
it was Slick Rick. Slick Rick. The first rap song I ever heard was Children's Story.
Man.
My mama put me on that.
Okay.
My mama put me on rap.
Oh, damn.
And then, because me and my mama used to be in it, and I still remember, because, like, I'm not saying I'm old, but shit, I was young. I still remember it being the 80s. And I remember that Dana Dang song was on, we used to be playing, and she put in the tape deck and shit. We used to sing with her, like, I rocked it once. She said, Dana, please. I rocked it once again. She started talking Japanese. You remember that shit?
Yeah, man.
I'm like, Dana Dang. I'm doing my own thing, yeah. So that was in the 90s. So that's what really put me on music, man. Like, for sure, it was for sure Slick Rick on that. Yeah. So then, but then growing up, I was always like a West Coast nigga. You know what I'm saying?
West Coast,
I was listening to a lot of If it wasn't West Coast, it was because I really wasn't too much on East Coast. Like I wasn't KRS-One and all that shit. I was more on the Cube.
But that's, like I said, in the Midwest, man, you get to pick all of that.
You
and
get to
choose all
exactly.
of that stuff, man.
So I was more on. So then, as the days went, I was more on Cube and Snoop. I fuck with Snoop when Snoop album dropped. Oh, I fuck with that. When the first Doggy Style, Snoop, I used to hold that shit down. Matter of fact, you know what's funny? I used to, being a little mannish ass nigga.
Yeah.
I used to have that CD, and I had that Outkast CD where it was that little naked.
That
was on Southern Playlist.
Southern Playlist.
Cadillac Funky Music. The CD was a lady with an afro. She was ass naked on the CD.
That was the Southern. I think that was.
Yep, I used to keep that shit. So I blew up on like Outkast. It was Outkast, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, all the motherfucking MC8.
Man, yeah.
Dog Pound.
Yeah.
Dog Pound.
See,
out of Dog Pound, man, I really liked. I mean, Daz and Corrupt was dope, man. You remember he had like he had his solo album. He had the double album and shit.
Niggas was sleeping on Corruption. Lyrically, Corrupt was dope.
Yeah, man. But he was from Philly. So.
That's what everybody always say whenever, like, why you can't just let the man be?
No,
dope?
I'm just saying because
like,
a lot of people, like, they don't know where he from.
I understand.
I mean, but even though he from Philly, he a West Coast dude. Like that's a West Coast dude.
Because whenever you bring up somebody from the West Coast,
New York?
That's what I'm saying. I was just finna say that. Whenever you bring up somebody from the West Coast, they be like you bring up Cole, like I'd be like, man, Corrupt was dope. Like, oh, he was from Philly though.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, Tupac was the nigga. Like, shit, he from East Coast.
Yeah, even
okay, let the West Coast be great sometimes.
But I mean, even though he was from Philly, he was a West Coast dude. Like,
but Eazy-E, my fault. Eazy-E, I was a big Eazy-E. Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Just it's Bone Thugs and Harmony. Then it went on to like Twista, Do or Die. I was always into that type of shit. I was into my mode on there, like Outkast. I like Do or Die was my shit.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. For me, man,
Psychodrama.
For me, man, it was some of everything too, man. Since now he's nigga saying SIBO. Threw my whole shit up, man.
Yeah,
SIBO, man, Compton's Most Wanted. Now you got to think about West Coast shit. Compton's Most Wanted. Because my brother, my older brother, he listened to everything, man. So, and he was a big East Coast dude too, but he listened to everything. So a lot of stuff I heard through him. You know what I mean? The old Biz Markie.
Which one? Your oldest
Marcus, yeah, oldest brother. So, Biz Markie and I used to hear all that Big Daddy Kane and Rakim. So like I heard all of that too, but then he also listened to the Compton Most Wanted and Cypress Hills and the NWAs.
Cypress
and,
Hill,
you know what I mean? And then when what else when shit came in is the Down South shit with the 8-Ball MJG.
Yeah, them
that's
too.
all the Suave House shit.
And that's why I said, I listened, and then throughout all the shit, I listened to Tupac as soon as he came. When he came with the Ever Come Around when I laying down with the Underground, I was on Tupac then.
Well, yeah, I was on.
He
Pac
stood
then.
out for that. He stood out on that same song. I was on it. So I was on Tupac too. So Tupac
you remember his first album came out at the same time Juice came out, and then it actually came out before Juice came. The album was out before Juice came out.
Yeah, but
and
then,
people didn't know who the fuck Tupac was in that movie
until Juice came out.
And motherfuckers was like, man, you got an album out, right? Like who got an album? The dude in the movie.
Because I agree. Because I mean, to be honest with you, I wasn't. I wasn't. I mean, we had Tupac list down. I used to listen to that like a motherfucker. But what really started me on like, oh hell yeah, was Strictly for My Niggas.
Yeah, that was. See that after Strictly for My Niggas, that's when Tupac lost me.
Nigga. No, really? That was it for you?
You said that before because you said you like the old Tupac. I
like the old.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
When he got into the newer stuff, I liked some of it. I just didn't like all of it. The way I liked his.
He did it like a.
It was a complete 180. It was a complete 180. Like bam.
Man, listen.
It
was on some Fuck the Police. Then it was on some. But shit, like man, listen.
He still kicked a lot of the same stuff. He just said it.
He definitely did because as far as I remember, nigga, 92, 91, I had bandanas on.
Yeah, he just said it different.
I had the bandana flipped over. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. I mean, that was what year was that?
He still had the same style as far as
I wore
personal
bandanas,
looking
all that
style.
shit. I wanted to even get the nose
music and shit, man. It was just I don't know.
He was forced to that.
That's from what I hear.
He was on that that revolution shit.
Yeah, but he was forced to that. The people he was around, people that was saying shit.
So Tupacalypse Now was 91.
Okay.
And then Strictly for My Niggas was 93.
Oh no, that was 93.
Yep, 93.
But what's the name
came
out
Against
94?
the World was 95.
It was 95.
Yeah. Me Against the World was 95. It was probably early.
No,
95.
I thought it was 94 when he because that's when he went to jail, ain't it?
95 right here.
Oh, that's why I can't check the internet.
All Eyes on Me is 96.
It started fucking my shit up.
All Eyes on Me is 96.
Oh damn! If Me Against the World was 95, I might be.
Two Live Crew too. I came up on that bullshit.
You know what? Two Live Crew, man.
You know what bullshit
I definitely
too.
did. You know that, and that's crazy because it's like, nigga, when I was young, you know, I used to see
album
my cousin, them all them motherfuckers and shit. You know, they used to be older. They used to go to the Freaknik.
Oh,
they ain't got the Freaknik no more. But I used to be so young. I used to be like, I can't wait till I get old so I can go to the Freaknik. Ain't no Freaknik. It's Freakniks everywhere now. The whole city's a Freaknik. But Freaknik was that's what I'm saying. That's when you got to the Two Live Crew and all that shit.
Dog, what was the one? Banned in the USA.
Banned in the USA. Yeah.
See, and then the other one was the one that everybody got up on was As Nasty As They Want to Be. That was like the main one because they had albums before that, but the As Nasty As because they came out in '87.
Okay.
I forgot that they came out. But when you look at Uncle Luke, probably like damn near 60.
Yeah, he old.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, dog, because they got on here. I got Spotify. On Spotify, Banned in the USA, they don't even have the dirty version. It's only the clean version.
Wow.
No, you can't. I ain't gonna play the dirty
I'm looking at it, dog. Hold on, man.
That's crazy.
And they got the clean version. I ain't never seen that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember how mad and you know, speaking
they had people like shut their shows down, man.
But what's crazy is a lot of people don't even know. A lot of people don't even know he the one who started the parental advisory stuff.
Yeah, they had to put parental advisory stuff after him.
They don't know Luke. Yeah, they had to do that after him. At first, they didn't have that shit. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people. That's why I say, as far as like the culture, when everybody be bringing up all these other people, bring up Luke.
Yo,
Luke
man,
was big in the culture. Luke would make everybody all y'all niggas that love strippers and all this shit.
Man, strippers, man.
Nigga, y'all better show Luke some humble.
Who was the first? Lil Jon. Where you get that shit from? Luke. What the fuck, man?
Luke.
All that shit.
Come on, man. Luke had you saying doo-doo brown.
Yeah, I still. When I got started out DJing, I bought that record. That and I think It's Your Birthday.
Yeah. It's Your Birthday.
Man, every party. I had to play that.
Man,
dog.
you can't go a party without playing that shit.
Man, and I forgot what the B-side. I couldn't look in the records right there, but I forgot what the B-side to it was. But I would play that too. But that was when, of course, everything
You
was on
can't-
vinyl. You had
back
to fucking
then-
play everything on vinyl.
Back then, you could not have a party without playing
some
Uncle
Luke.
Luke.
Any kind of
'Cause
Luke.
if you don't play Luke, you ain't gonna have a show with the females.
The females
What
ain't
other
turning
song
out.
they had to be dancing to?
That was when the song to tee up to back then was Luke.
Except if you can't think of no other song until
can't
it
think of
said
nothing else
"Pop
but
that coochie."
I can't think
Pop
of
that coochie. He said "Pop that coochie."
I can't think of nothing else at that time that people would like turn up to
you
besides
realize
Luke.
this
Just
nigga-
think,
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe I got brain freeze, but I can't think of nothing else from
Man,
that
he
time.
started being the one to make the ladies sexy because shit. As far as I was concerned, females wearing big ass pants.
That's
The
what it
most
was.
sexiest they got was a half top.
Yep. Hey, you know what? Remember
That's when
Ice-T?
they started wearing thongs.
Ice-T had his wife on the cover.
Yeah.
She had the little one thing on the front, and the shotgun behind her on the back and shit. She had
That
that.
show you.
Everybody's that cut. I got to find that poster because I'm putting that on.
Yeah,
the
I got to
wall.
see that. Yeah.
You remember
show.
that?
I definitely
You remember
do.
that?
Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
show. Yeah. See, things is different now. You got to be half naked now.
But that just goes to show, man, the Midwest, we listen to everything, dog.
Yeah.
Like, everything.
Everything.
We came up on everything. So from the East Coast, West Coast, down South, I mean, we came up on everything, man. And with that, and it's so sad to me, that's why we don't have a sound of our own.
No, because
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying. Because everybody they draw. You might catch somebody on the next block that's a whole totally East Coast nigga.
Yeah. Me. Yeah, exactly.
Then you might catch another nigga that's extra West Coast. Then you might catch
Like I
another
got
nigga
my
that's
one of my
that's
guys. One of my
all
guys,
South.
man. He's straight West Coast, man. Like
Yeah, my guy, he's straight West Coast, like nothing but
he'll
West
be like, I remember getting in the car with him one time playing some stuff, and it would be like that old, Snoop Dogg and them, but like the off-brand niggas from them and shit. He be listening to that, and I'm like,
See, and when you go to them places, you start realizing how serious they be. Because you go to California, nigga, all you gonna hear is Cali niggas. You gonna come right out the house or wherever, and you gonna hear somebody playing Mozzie.
some Cali shit, yeah.
And you gonna hear niggas playing.
Back in the day, man, my Cali shit that I love, man, I love Bay Area shit from Hieroglyphics, but my main shit was Too Short and the whole Dangerous Crew.
Man, see that, and I
Telling
grew
you,
on
man.
Too Short too.
The whole Dangerous Crew.
Too Short
man,
was just
like,
make you nasty. He wasn't really.
For me, man, I don't know. I always wanted to be a pimp growing
Yeah.
up, man. So and he kept me in my pimp mind frame, even though I didn't have enough heart to pimp. I just wanted to live
Right.
the pimp. I wanted to.
Right.
I wanted to
You had that-
experience.
you wanna feel like
yeah, I
that.
want to experience
Yeah,
the
you
pimp
had-
life.
Because with
Give me a
theme
Cadillac
song,
and shit.
with
you know
a
what I
theme
mean?
song, you can experience it.
Yeah. So Too Short kept me in that place, man. But as far as the music, man, Dangerous Crew, and Banks, man.
Banks.
Man, dog, that because we was just talking about West Coast cats, like you can go to West Coast and all you hear is West Coast. I was reading some stuff about Ann Banks, man. You know how much money them cats made, dog, selling CDs out the back of their
Because-
trunk.
Because
They
they
were
got
selling 100,000 just in Oakland
Because how many people is
at
around?
$10 a pop.
And that's the
They
difference.
get
That's why I
money,
said
yeah.
Milwaukee need to be like, because believe me, you go to the West Coast, you could drop a CD strictly West Coast, and you gonna make money.
Well, Too Short, like he said on his album, he said I sold 1 million copies and don't get no play on the East Coast.
None.
None. He didn't have to. He didn't have to. You know what I'm saying?
That's like a Tech 9. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like people here in Tech 9, they like Tech 9 now or whatever, but if you really go, you got to go way back
He
to
been
really
rocking
know.
for a minute.
Tech 9 been rocking for a minute. And the only people that was playing him was West Coast niggas.
minute.
Mac
He been
Dre.
rocking Mac Dre.
Niggas don't know who Mac Dre
minute.
is, but shit in the Bay, oh, they were playing Mac Dre all day. You go over there to the. That's what I'm saying. I like living over there on the West Coast because it was just like it was just so like I don't know. Milwaukee niggas is be a little more shiesty.
Yeah.
Like you can't really get in no function. You can't modulate with niggas like that because they gonna be like, "Who is you? Who is dog? Oh, what up, bro?" And they don't want to shake your hand or nothing. Man, these niggas be want to dance. They
Kick
want
it
to
and
do
hang out.
nigga.
That's why I
They
like
be
going
wanna
to.
hang
But you know
out.
what? That's why I like going to Atlanta, man. That's like my second home.
Yeah, that's
Because
why
you
I
can
like
go out there and kick it, man. And
that's why I like the West Coast because you could. Nigga, we used to be on the. We used to be out on the what's the name on the. I'm old, nigga, but I'm still out on the electric box till like 5 a.m.
yeah.
We out there bumping shit. They out there, you know what I'm saying, crip walking, all sorts of shit.
What you gonna say, Rick?
I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I'm just
Okay.
saying. Yeah, that's it. So
So that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So that's Milwaukee, man. Midwest, the culture,
Everything.
We
And you
listen
know
to
what though?
everything.
I think a lot of people, you was talking about us not having no sound. You know, this one of them places that it's impossible to be in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? Like it's damn well, you know, the world
Damn
is
near.
changing. you know, with social media, the world
yeah.
is changing, so anything possible. But I think, you know, a lot of people leave here and take that sound.
Yeah.
They leave here and take that sound, and then, you know, they out in Cali with that sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now it's Cali sound. So we get bullied in a lot of ways, too.
I do believe that. That's why I say that's what happened with Detroit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sorry, Detroit, we came with it first.
Like, it's hard. Get that hard.
Yeah, I ain't going.
But yeah, I think now that you say that, man, I think you say that, yeah. So that do happen, man.
Yeah, that's true. Because we don't got too much support. We got to back. But I would say this, though, for sure now. I'm not going to sleep on it. Right now is a chance for more. If Milwaukee get a nice artist where they could blow up. Because now, at the most, I ever been seeing, man, like now with these young niggas, I ain't gonna lie, this the most I ever seen niggas playing Milwaukee.
Times is definitely changing with these young cats.
I done been in the car with a young nigga, he played nothing but Milwaukee tracks.
But listen,
yeah, you can do,
This also the hater capital of the world. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying?
But it's good to be hated, though.
That means somebody listening.
Because that means somebody listening. I don't want to stay under the radar. You hate me, I'm guarantee you gonna make that other nigga hate me, and you gonna make them hate me, but they gonna know.
But you know who gonna blow out of here is gonna be some young dude on some auto-tune shit or something like that.
You know what? I think it's gonna. Or because niggas dropping down, getting their eagle on and shit here and shit.
I mean, I always tell my one guys, man, I said, man, I think it'll be a female before anything.
I honestly think
that's possible. She gonna have to be beautiful and shit.
Hell yeah, she gotta be fine as a motherfucker, dog. Like hell yeah.
I think it'll be somebody eccentric, like an eccentric ass female that do rapping, like with a little.
They gotta rap and sing, of course.
Yeah,
they gotta do both. Because like now you gotta do both.
Yeah, so, now you got to do both. Yeah.
One little young artist I want to give a shout out to, man. He was on the Old versus Young episode. Young Jay, my guy Joey D's son. He just dropped a single, man. He got with Juice WRLD.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He did a little, and he from Milwaukee. He got a song with Juice WRLD, and Juice WRLD, I guess, I don't read my daughter.
And I saw them hating on him already.
Yeah, they was hating on dude
already.
Instantly.
Oh yeah, if you do, they gonna hate on you ASAP.
Cause he got, and I didn't, I could probably call him and ask him all the details about it, but I don't. For me, that's do your thing, young homie. Cause I've been rocking with him, man, since he was, I mixed some songs for him when he was still, and all of that stuff. So I just watched the growth and him turn into what he turned into. So I hope he do make it, man. Shit.
And it's gonna be the content too, because you see they ran up on Lil Chicken and took his camera and punched him in the face.
I didn't even see that for real.
Yeah. They done ran up on him and punched him in the face.
And that's what it's getting
on camera, bro. Took his car
and then jumped on his social media. In his car on the phone, like where you at?
this chicken shit I'm in, like driving. He committed an armed robbery on camera,
and
just
show everything that
you know what I'm saying. Like it's that real out here, yo.
Man, it's so real. That's why I said like shit. If you talking out here now, you could definitely gonna have to live.
Somebody
gonna
test you.
These little niggas is testing.
But it been like that. It been like that though.
It's at an all-time high.
It's all-time high
because
now,
you mix the hate with it. So it's like, ooh, what that nigga say?
Yeah,
like that nigga ain't tough.
Yeah. I mean, but even back in the day though,
they see a motherfucker, they gonna throw something at him.
But see, back in the day though, in the 80s and 90s when cats was coming up rapping, just you had to, if you was talking that shit, somebody was gonna test you at some
Milwaukee
point.
always was like that though.
Well, Milwaukee ran Tupac up out this motherfucker.
Yeah, nigga, we ran Tupac up. We beat up DJ Quick.
Ran him up out of here.
We beat up Cruiser Conflict.
Ran him out of here.
Even soft motherfuckers, we beat up Immature.
Yeah, ran him out of here.
Places you can't come here and say nothing. Can't come here with that bullshit.
Man, he ran to the Hyatt, dog. They ran dude up out of Quick.
And a lot of people don't know about Milwaukee till they come. Like that's like Scarface said. Scarface knew about Milwaukee. He said, "I ain't going up there."
Yeah,
them niggas shooting up there. He said, "I ain't going up to Milwaukee." He said the nigga was going to Milwaukee. Like I ain't going up to Milwaukee.
I ain't doing no shows up there. Get the fuck out of here.
That's why we don't get a lot of shows because we fuck. If you do a hood show here, we gonna be liable to fuck some shit up.
Yeah, the local scene, man, to do shows is pretty.
Man.
But like I said, we're gonna talk about this from a fan's perspective. We can talk about the music stuff some other time. From the rapper perspective, a whole nother time, man. From a fan perspective, no, we don't get a lot of the dope shows, but it's usually in a small place or like at the rave.
Yeah, the rave is where you get the dopest show.
You gotta wait for Summerfest to see what kind of dope acts they gonna have.
You in the Fat Joe?
Fat Joe? Yeah, I like Fat Joe.
Because, they couldn't sell enough tickets for him here recently. And that was amazing to me because he got hits.
No, they did that one time. We went to a show at the rave, man. It was Ghostface. We had with him Chic.
Yeah,
He had a bunch of cats with
They
him.
was at the rave?
This was a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
They didn't sell enough tickets, so they put them in that small little side room when you just like a bar.
Really?
It's like a bar and shit, and then a small.
I done been in that small ass room.
I'd have performed in the small
Yeah.
ass.
Me too. That's what I'm saying. They done put me on that tiny ass stage.
Ghost. It was Ghostface.
Wow.
His son was Capadonna with him. I think Chic.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dog. But them niggas, they hip hop though. They weren't gonna cancel that show. They like, hell no, we here, motherfucker. We doing this shit. Yeah, they did. They rocked that shit in that
That's
little
like
ass room.
Devin the Dude. He came out and there wasn't nobody there.
Yeah, he went in that.
Like
they went in that.
Devin.
They put them cats in that little ass room on the side, dog. Yeah.
Man,
That's crazy. But you know, Boosie can come here and
he
sell
sell
out
out.
a show. That's what's
Nigga,
crazy.
That's how
to me.
you know. That's like my daughter. She
each
going
his
to a
own.
show at the rave. She going to see her first concert. Man, 18 is gonna be here. She going to see damn brain freeze. What's the hell is dude name? Dave.
At the
Is he a
rave.
trapper and shit?
Yeah, man. Man, I got brain freeze. That's fucked up.
He always have
Because it's somebody I don't listen to, man, and it's gonna be like her first concert. And
Yeah. I
It'll
know
come
who
to
else.
me. It'll
I
come
know
to
Lil
me.
Pump
It'll
was
come
supposed to be
to
up
me.
here or something.
it'll come to me at some point, man. But she going to her first little concert at the rave, and you know, like she all geeked up about it and shit. So
Rave is a whole different element. Like I like the rave more than I like to go to an actual concert. Like to go to Summerfest and shit. Like I'd rather go to rave because it'd be a little more personal. I could smoke in that motherfucker.
But yeah, you know, that's where the smaller acts go. Like I went to see Kanye at the amphitheater one time. That shit was dope before he lost his fucking mind and shit. So,
Before he lost his
yeah,
mind.
this is before.
The only reason why he lost his mind is because he said George Bush don't care about black people. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't. We're not even gonna talk about
ain't gonna get
Kanye,
into
man.
that.
Fuck, dude. So
Fuck him.
yeah,
They
fuck
made
dude,
him
but
like
nah.
that though. He
I
probably
just listen to the music, man. So
Definitely.
Yeah.
And the music ain't been.
it ain't. No, hold on, man. Before we even get into the main topic, our top 10 groups, man. When I saw not even just the dumb shit Kanye on, because I was talking about the music. That one video, man, he had with the dude, and they got the little bubble ass outfit. What's the name of
You're
that song?
such a Lil Pump. You're such a fucking hoe. But if you ask me though, I like it though.
It's catchy. You like that
catchy
shit?
As a bitch. It's catchy as a bitch, and I think Kanye versus was dope.
Kanye can still rap. I ain't gonna say he can't rap. He can still rap. I think he actually a dope MC. But that nigga done lost his fucking
He
mind.
definitely lost his mind. I believe he's starting to gain it back. So he feel like some type of way. So that's why I believe that he forced to do.
Because he done said a bunch of bullshit. Now he
That's
gotta
why.
try and,
That's why I
try
believe
and walk
he.
all that shit back.
That's why I believe he forced to do that shit.
But he be doubling down on shit too, though. Like his Donald Trump shit, he be doubling down on that shit.
Yeah, that's why I said I believe he forced to do that. Because if George Bush said that the worst thing in his term ever was for Kanye to say he don't care about black people, and you had 9/11 in this motherfucker,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you gonna definitely do something to that nigga.
Somebody was saying something. It was some type of conspiracy. Like he
believe it.
made a deal. Like his
don't
wife.
believe it was no
Because
deal.
when
I think they killed his bubble.
When
They said play ball.
when Kardashian the chick, she like getting motherfuckers out of jail and shit. Like they made a deal. Like okay, if I do this, Kanye need to support me.
That
I was
makes sense.
I think that was kind of the conspiracy theory I seen. But man, I don't get off conspiracy theories. I don't like talking about that shit. You know, I hate conspiracy theories, Ricky, man.
Yeah, I'm the king.
You
So
the king.
Hey, I am Fontaine on Twitter. I tell you all about conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
I don't do the conspiracy theories.
I do the conspiracy theories. Goddammit, I don't believe.
Okay,
I don't
well,
believe in nothing.
we talk about
Yeah, we gonna
because I
talk
got
about it.
another podcast I'm working on, man. It's
Okay.
called Upper Level Podcast.
Oh, well, then bring me there.
Yeah.
I open up the level. Like
Yeah,
a
well, that's
motherfucker.
where it's called Upper Level Podcast.
Yeah,
so I'm
I
gonna shout
open the
that
level
out,
like
man.
a
I'm gonna do that with my homegirl Kat and then my guy Pharoah Max. So it's called Upper Level Podcast.
Oh yeah, you have to.
and we're gonna get into
You have to turn the lights down, put the cameras
Yeah.
on, and start the show.
so
like
we're gonna
this.
get into stuff like that, man. Yeah, instead of just the music.
Clapping.
So
Instead of clapping, just start to, yeah, because that's a whole different. element,
yeah. So, but let's get into the main topic, man.
Dun-dun-dun.
Top 10 groups.
That's
And
hard
since we
one.
all talked about being here in the Midwest and we listen to a lot of different stuff and everything that been blended and melded in, I'm pretty sure this top 10 group list is going to be.
But you know it's hard because a lot of niggas, like you just said, Dave East and Styles P. They made a group. Made a album together. If you ask me, they was a group for a second.
But to be in the top list of a group, you got to have some type of history.
Yeah, but I was just saying, like,
Yeah.
who can you? Because, like, okay, Redman, Method Man, they a group, right?
They made a couple albums. You can say that was a group. They made like
Yeah,
3
okay,
albums.
so that's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
can say that was a group.
what about like 504 Boys?
What they made, like one album?
Yeah.
I mean, they're a group, but would you put them in your top list?
No, I just wanted to know.
Oh, no, yeah. But, you know, I always think of a top list as
solid
impact you had on the game.
Yeah.
Like, did you change some shit?
Yeah.
And not just record sales.
No,
but
I don't really go off of record sales. I'm talking about
did you change?
the culture.
Did you change the game? Did you bring something new?
Yeah.
Did you make an impact on the culture, man, and the music? Did you? Of course, record sales come into it because you know you a big artist and you sell a lot. Of course, you gonna blow up around the world. Yeah, but that's not the main thing, though. You know what I'm saying?
You'll get better sounds.
Yeah. So yeah, if a motherfucker only made one album, yeah, they might have had one dope. Like to me, one of my honorable mentions would be the Alcoholics. They only made a couple albums. Yeah. And I think they was a dope group, but I couldn't put them in my top because they only made a couple, a couple albums and shit like that.
That's like Slaughterhouse, like.
Yeah, that's a dope ass group, but they made 2 albums. Yeah. So.
One that you ain't even really gonna
find. One album that came out on the label and the other one that they just put out after that. Mm-hmm. And then they broke up. So it's like, what the fuck? So. But yeah, top 10 groups, man.
I'm gonna leave that to Fontaine first, Mr. Fontaine.
Yeah, I go first, man. I go first.
Okay, go ahead.
I go first with my top 10 groups because I always go last, man. So on the show,
you ain't got to put them in
no particular order, man. No particular order, just 10. You know what I mean?
That'll work.
Because like top 10 groups is hard. Like top.
But
10,
you got to put your number one. You got to put a stamp on it. On that.
Okay, I can put a stamp on my number one because I always do that with my top 10 MCs.
Matter of fact, I want to know. Put a stamp on 3 of them. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. You want to do one, two, three? I
want to hear first, second, and third, and you could name the rest of them.
And then the rest just whatever.
Yeah, because I need a little more to know where you coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because I do that with my top 10 MCs too. Like I'll have a top 2. Like my top 2 is like Karis 1. And Nas, and then after that,
that's the hardest shit because you don't want to offend, even though they ain't gonna never hear it. You don't want to offend your mind, like.
Yeah, so
I can't put him over him.
But I'll get into my top 10 groups. Top 3. My number 1 is Wu-Tang. That's my number 1 group. That. You know that, man. That's my number 1 group. Number 2 would be Run DMC. Mm-hmm. That would be my number 2 group. And number 3 would be the Locks. Yeah. Locks, man. Because they still rocking right now, B. They still going right now.
Locks is hard.
Yeah. So them would be my top 3. Like I said, of course, impacted the game, man. Just how them, the cats moved around. Wu-Tang just brought a whole new sound, man. Yeah. Like that shit had me like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was what really got me into all the way into hip hop, because you remember back in the day, man, we was like Baby Wu-Tang and shit.
Oh, like, hell yeah, on the real, yeah. That's what I said. That's what really made me start, because I learned the culture from this nigga. He had the culture for sure.
Yeah, it was all there.
He had the vinyls and shit. The boots with the. He had the boots with the
all
fatigue.
That shit, yeah. That. So that would be my top 3.
Dreads,
yeah, all that afros,
you had
backpacks.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers ain't know your hair was that long.
Yeah, I know, man. So, but yeah, that would be my top 3. Wu-Tang.
Number 1.
Wu-Tang was number 1. I had number 2, Run DMC, and number 3 would be the Locks.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Now you could.
Now after that, we any kind of order you want to go, man. I take Outkast.
Yeah.
The Roots, even though for the later part of their career was pretty much just Black Thought rapping, but early on they had Dice Raw, all them cats going.
Yeah, that's why I can't really say the Roots, because the really person I really fucked with was Black Thought.
He was the only one that really rapped, right?
Yeah,
but yeah, he had Dice Raw and all that shit, man. But so I still throw the Roots in there, man, because they still were a group. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? De La Soul, NWA, even though they made like 2 albums, but now they made 3. Was it 3? Whatever
they
it was.
Made 2.
Yeah. So.
They made 2. I don't want to be mistaken. They made 2. It was the album they were looking into the camera. And then they made the album. The next album was without Cube on it.
Yeah, I'm going to look at it right here.
That's where they had 100 Miles of Running.
Yeah, Niggas for Life and all that shit.
Cause then after that, Eazy-E just took over and was doing
Straight Outta Compton, yeah. Niggas for Life, yep. Them was like the main 2 and shit, yeah. And then 100 Miles of Running was after he was gone.
Okay, yeah, okay. So they was 2 before they started splitting up.
Yeah, before they started splitting up and shit. But the impact that they had, man, on the game, NWA, dog, was...
Fuck the police.
That's all you got.
That's all you got to say if you want to know the impact.
Yep, just think of that right there. So, who else I got? Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
And Public Enemy, man. So, and then I throw Outkast in there too. Yeah, I think say Outkast. Yeah, I threw Outkast. Some of my honorable mentions though, man. 8Ball MJG. That's one of my dopest groups of all time, man. Honorable mention.
People say UGK.
I kind of keep them in the same vein. UGK, 8Ball, MJG.
Yeah,
like, that's kind of the same vein.
If you mention MJG and 8Ball, you got to say.
Yeah, it's kind of the same vein. Ghetto Boys, nice honorable mention for me, man. Alcoholics. So, yeah, that's my top 10.
That was a nice top 10.
Top 10 groups, man. So, what you got, Ricky, man? What's your top 10 groups, man?
I'm gonna say.
You got to name them top 3. You got to put them in specifics. I want to know your
top 3.
Yeah.
The top 3 would be NWA.
That's number 1.
Yeah, that's probably number 1. Outkast
2
would be number 2, and I'm gonna throw y'all a curveball.
Another curveball, dog. Another curveball.
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Yeah, people forget about Will.
Oh shit! I don't think nobody's has ever.
I would never gonna even bring that.
Ain't nobody
but you know what's funny?
said that.
Nigga, I used to be bumping that shit when they was like, what
Summertime.
Was that? Yeah,
that was the
Summertime.
biggest shit.
Hands down, one of the greatest songs
ever.
And that's why I say Rakim for sure wrote that.
Probably.
Rakim wrote that.
He did.
Think of how, man, rap it in your head.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
And with a pen and pad, I could pose this rhyme.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Just put his voice on that.
You can look it up real quick and see. We can see right here. Let's see.
He wrote that.
Who else you got over there while I look this up?
I got Mobb Deep.
That's your 3? Your
No,
top 3?
We the 4.
Oh, yeah, 4 now. Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to put them that high.
Yeah, that's number 3. That shit threw me all the way off.
You sure did look at it like your top.
Okay.
Eric B. and Rakim, Run DMC, De La Soul, Farside.
Farside. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Leaders of the New School.
who was Lord Jamar? I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue.
That was Brand Nubians.
Yeah, Brand Nubians. As far as, and you know what? One more, the Fugees. So you know.
Yeah.
I forgot to even mention the Fugees.
Fugees. Yeah, that's because they didn't do a lot of, they only made 2 albums.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, and then they broke up like most groups do.
And now they saying Lauren ain't write that music. Oh, let me stop.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother one.
Yeah, she
ain't gave us another album though. She gave us one, right?
She not gonna give another one.
She just kicked what's the name off the tour, didn't she? Nas.
I don't know.
He was opening up for. Yeah, she kicked Nas off the.
I didn't know. I didn't even know she was on tour.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. Let me see. I want to see. Go ahead. So what's your top 10?
My
Ron?
top 10.
I'm gonna look this up.
I want
to see who wrote that. If Jazzy Jeffrey and Fresh Prince even wrote that shit.
It's probably gonna say Fresh Prince wrote that, but it was always speculation on Rakim writing that shit.
I mean, back in the day, a lot of people wrote all kind of shit for everybody, man. So
I mean, but you got to just if you listen to the style of it and put Rakim voice in that.
Yeah, I mean
the whole song.
Listen to Still Dre. Dre and Jay-Z wrote
Jay-Z,
that.
yeah, you definitely can hear Jay-Z from when he
when I first found that out. I went back and listened to it. I was like, "Show is."
I knew that from the way he was rapping. Like you could see Jay-Z all in that.
Let's see.
But let me see my top 10.
Yeah, since who your top 10, man? Since
number one of all time, it was gonna be a fight. But number 1, I gotta say Outkast.
Outkast.
Yeah. Number
That's
2,
a good one.
I'm gonna say Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Okay.
Bone Thugs. I gotta say Bone Thugs.
Bone Thugs too.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh,
Number 2.
man.
And they fighting for number 1 for me. I was into the Bone Thugs.
Yeah.
Number 3. Number 3 is a toss up because I because I used to like Pocket Full of Stones and all that. I want to put UGK at number 3, but it's a lot of different groups that I'm just leaving alone and shit that I'm not. So if I would say
I mean,
if I would say number 3, that's the hardest shit. We're trying to find a number 3. Let me see. I'm gonna have to go with Do or Die.
Do or Die. That was your
I'm gonna have to go
top
with Do
three.
or Die.
That's dope, man.
Yeah. So my top three is Outkast. Outkast at number 1, Bone Thugs at number 2, Do or Die at number 3. And then the rest of them you can put them however you want.
However you want to put them.
Okay. So then the rest of them is, I would say, I'm gonna throw Crucial Conflict in.
Crucial Conflict.
I'm gonna throw them in. You might look at me funny for that, but
No, man, hey.
yeah, I thought Crucial
This
Conflict.
motherfucker said Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what the
Yeah,
hell?
so because I thought they was dope back then. No, I'm gonna take them back until I find. So I'm gonna take Crucial Conflict back. Come here, Crucial Conflict.
I was like, come here.
Get back in the back.
Get your ass back in the bag.
No, okay. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna put De La Soul. You know what I'm saying? De La Soul was dope. I'm gonna put Wu-Tang.
Okay, that's fine.
Fuck Wu-Tang. Locks for sure.
Locks, that's
I'll
sick.
put the Locks in there. I'm gonna put who else was the shit? I'm gonna put Hot Boys.
The Hot Boys, yeah, they Lil Wayne
that's a
and
good
BG
one.
and
Hot
Baby.
Boys,
I mean, my Baby, was he rapping there with them at the time, Baby?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but it was
fucking
just
up
it was
every
just the
song.
Yeah, when he get on, that's when everybody stop dancing.
Yeah, like, oh, who's this motherfucker?
Let's see. I want to say Brand Nubian, but I'm gonna have to throw. Damn. Let's see. So, since it ain't though, I'm gonna put Crucial
order.
Conflict back in there. Go back in there.
Get
back in there.
sliding back out the bag.
Yeah. NWA. I don't know why I missed them. And dun, 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 dun. It's somebody that I know that I'm missing for sure. Then I'm be mad that I didn't say. But UGK, I didn't. Did I say UGK?
No, you didn't.
Oh, UGK.
You was trying to get me to say UGK.
So yeah, that's mine. Yeah. So
That's a dope top 10, man.
yeah, that's I mean, even with like honorable mentions, like I like Dog Pound.
Yeah, so who are some honorable mentions you would say, man, like to just coming up, just some other dope groups you listen
Brand
to?
Nubian.
Brand Nubian.
I mean, I say Brand Nubian. I would say, even a motherfucker like because I couldn't wait till the album dropped, but they only dropped like one thing and shit. But it was like 504 Boys, Mystical Silk, and Master P.
Oh yeah, yep.
It's a whole lot of motherfucking Mobb Deep. But I couldn't put Mobb Deep up there because I used to hate them.
Yeah, you weren't no real East Coast dude like
No, I
that.
wasn't,
so.
because Tupac said something about me. Fuck y'all this shit. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
What? Mobb Deep wanted this too?
Mobb
Fuck
Deep,
them.
yeah. I mean, I could easily put them in my top 10 all day.
I even Leaders of the New School.
Leaders of the New School, yep. Even though they fell off real quick.
They fell off bad. Yeah.
So, yeah, that was bullshit back in the day, but whatever.
Yeah. Because Charlie Brown I used to like dog.
Yeah.
He was dope. Who was that? Whose song was that? That she keeps on passing.
Pharcyde.
Me. That was
Pharcyde.
That was
Pharcyde.
Pharcyde.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta throw them in there.
That's what you put in there, right? You put
Yeah.
Pharcyde.
Oh, you did. Oh yeah, you
you
did
put
say
Pharcyde.
Pharcyde. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, oh, look,
We had a couple,
baby.
Pharcyde and Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. They'll never let you live that one down.
Yo, Will got bangers.
Oh, Will got bangers.
A lot of that stuff, though, later on, Nas wrote a lot of that stuff. And what I was just looking at, too, man, Rakim didn't write that song.
He didn't?
Nah. Somebody even left a comment on here. What did it say? So here it got written by Clades, Charles Smith, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and Will Smith. I don't know.
Smith.
I don't know who the hell Clades Charles Smith is. Oh, here
His
he is.
brother and shit?
Oh, that's probably who they got the sample from. That old dude. That's a sample.
Oh yeah. So then,
Because whoever you get the sample from, they get writer credit as well on the
yeah.
song.
So I'm wondering, did he?
I
think he was-
Fresh
I think
Prince
he wrote
actually
that.
wrote that shit then.
I think Rakim
He
wrote-
one of the top rap. Like
I think he
listen.
paid
But
Rakim.
back then, though, man, it ain't like you wasn't everybody
Listen.
wasn't lyrical miracle back then, man.
Will just outside that top 10 for me. Let me tell you, like we sleeping on Will. He got hit.
Man, later on in his career, though, man, he wasn't writing nothing. Nas wrote a lot of that shit.
But you say no, no.
I mean,
Outside
Big
that
Daddy
top
Kane
10.
wrote a lot of Bismarck, pretty much all of Bismarcky stuff. So,
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
And he probably in. Yeah, he probably in my top 10. We
Big
ain't
Daddy
do that.
Kane was dope.
Yeah, he wrote a bunch of he wrote all damn near all the Bismarcky shit. So,
Oh damn! That's why I asked you. Could I? Even though when they was a group, that's why I asked you and shit. Goddamn. What's the name of Ricky D?
who?
Slick Rick and
Oh, Slick Rick and Dana Dane.
Nuh-uh. Slick Rick and who was the that made the boom damn, what the fuck is his name? That was on Lottie Dottie.
Oh, you got me, man. Brain freeze right now.
You know who I'm talking about?
Damn. Oh.
Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh. Goddamn, brain freeze, man. Shit.
Yeah, Dougie Fresh. Cause I still play that Lottie Dottie and all that shit. Dougie Fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't know Will wasn't writing that shit, man.
No, he wasn't writing that shit.
No, Will wasn't writing
I
that
did
shit.
not know that.
Will probably wrote. See, I was saying Will more style back was Nightmare on My Street.
Yeah. What album was that where he had to Get Jiggy With It and
Millennium.
Miami and all that?
That was
Ashes. That was Nas writing that
Nas
shit.
wrote that whole album. If
That
I'm not
album was
mistaken.
dope.
Yeah.
I like the Millennium.
Yeah. Was that what it was called?
People get mad because I don't throw Nas in my top neither.
Yeah. Hey.
Nas,
I just think Nas had more of a stale career. I don't think Nas had nothing that was real of an impact that you could just say.
Listen, man. Listen.
I think Nas did like
created
this,
that.
right? Nas did like this real quick. Then he kind of leveled out, right?
Yeah.
And now he back,
Yeah.
there again.
But can you
So,
say like what if once you start telling like I love Nas, but can you tell me what he brought to the culture?
Illmatic was the first album that had multiple producers on it.
Me.
I'm just saying, like, that was one of the first albums where a motherfucker actually had. Because before that, it was all one dude that made all the beats, and that was it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people blame Nas for fucking up the game, because when he did that, people was like, "What? We can have a bunch of different people making beats
instead of one sound.
Yeah, instead of just one sound."
That's just like Heavy D was the first one that combined R&B and hip hop.
a lot of the R&B stuff. Yeah,
People that never had it was rapping. The people that had no R&B person on their song.
I didn't appreciate that. I know I can. What? Until recently.
Oh, yeah,
I thought
listen
you
later.
said. I thought you said you don't appreciate.
No,
it.
I hear that shit now.
No,
and it's
Nigga,
like,
listen to it. Yeah.
now it's crazy what it mean now. You know what I'm
You gotta play
saying?
with that.
this just regular juice. This just
Let me try. Let me try.
nicotine in it.
Let me,
Yeah, see, and
feel like
Nas
I'm somebody different.
also Nas, man, to me, he brought the lyricism with the street knowledge, and then a little bit of the kind of regular.
I just thought that Nas was trying to take. I thought that Nas was
kinda,
trying to be the East Coast pop when he dropped.
People used to. Well, I mean, a lot of people compared him to Cool G Rap. You know what I mean?
I
When
could
he
do.
first
Never
came
mind.
out,
I could
you
say
know
that.
what
I can
mean?
see. Oh damn! And I forgot to say Onyx.
Or Rakim. You know, well, yeah, Onyx. Yeah, that's a dope group. Yeah, they just
And,
dropped the album last.
Nigga, do you know who
last
everybody sleep on? If y'all want to check out an album that's dope, I just want to mention that. But one of the dopest albums of all time to me was Sticky Fingers, Black Trash.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Sticky Finger.
It
Yeah.
was a movie.
Yeah, that was the one he had like the little stories and
It
all
was
that.
a movie.
Yeah,
I think
all
that was the
across
dopest
thing.
shit
Yeah,
that the
yeah.
motherfucker ever did with their album.
Yeah, that was a dope album, man. That was a dope album. So, but that's what's up, man. I'm glad y'all brothers came through. That was our top 10. We had a dope conversation
We
about
definitely
hip hop
did.
in the Midwest. Of course, it took a couple turns and twists, as it usually do. You know what I'm saying? So, man, thank you, Ricky, man, for coming through. I'm going to let
Appreciate
everybody
it.
know now that you are a rapper.
Yeah.
So, at the end.
Surprise,
motherfucker. So let everybody know where they can find you at, social media and all that shit. If you got music out there you want people to listen to. Because like I said, I wanted to keep this more from a fan's perspective in the beginning. So, you know.
Yeah. I'm at I am Fontaine on Twitter, Ricky Fontaine, and then I'm Eddie Tane Jr. on Instagram.
I was going to say, man, you out here rolling in these Twitter streets.
You out here with these Twitters and shit.
Yeah, I got new music on Spotify, Tidal, everywhere they sell music. Ricky Fontaine.
Oh, okay. For sure. What about you, Ryan, man?
Me, I'm Ryan Lamont. You know, you can usually catch me talking shit on on Facebook. You can catch me at Ryan Lamont. So it's Ryan Lamont, RON
You know motherfuckers don't know how to spell,
LAMONT.
man.
It's people don't know how to spell.
No, they don't.
So I had to put that out there.
Yeah.
Same thing. Instagram. You catch me Ryan Lamont. Twitter, Young Ryan the Down. Spelling like YUNG _Ryan RON _DA _
Shout out to Don, for sure.
DON.
That's what's up,
but
man.
as far as music, I had to do. I was in a group, so I'm doing the whole solo thing. So I'm revamping everything. So
Hit me up, man. Hit me up. Let's work.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna work. So stay tuned for the new shit. I've been working on new shit, but like I said, I like to keep everything so I can when I push it out, I don't want people to
For sure.
Otherwise, that'd be like the cuckoo cow shit.
Yeah, for sure. It's Chris G, man. I don't do music no more. So
I
retired, man. So y'all can find me not on these Twitter streets, but you can hit me at IG, man. Of course, Golden Era Podcast, website, goldenerapodcast.com. And what I also want to shout out to, man, is if people see in the background, some art in the back. All the art is for sale. That's my homie, man, at Arfu Young. So y'all can check him out on IG. I'm going to be rotating art throughout the studio space for the episodes, and they will all for soon be for sale on the website. And if the website not up yet, I haven't put them on there yet, but just DM me, man. Hit me up if you see something in the background you like.
Because I see something in the background that I like.
You like some shit already?
My lot came in out the gate like, damn, I like the artwork. So, yeah, shout out to you, man. You definitely got some, because no matter where it's from, like you know, like when you see shit, like that shit dope. Like I wouldn't even expect it to be from your nigga.
Yeah. Original pieces too, though. Like shit nobody else got.
I wouldn't, and that's why I would like to shop with him. So shop with Dog, because you get original pieces. Don't nobody
I
got
only
it.
fuck with original pieces, man.
Don't nobody got it. So then when people come to your house, they see shit. It's like when you see shit you never seen before.
Yeah,
that shit just be dope.
It was somebody on IG, man. This female I saw, just short story I saw her. She had some dope shit, and I was like, man, I want to buy some of your stuff.
I like art.
And she tried to send me to this website. So I'm like, I'll go to the website. But it was a bunch of prints. I went back into her DM. I said, I want no fucking print. I want an original. I want some shit that I don't give a fuck. It ain't got to be paint. It could be something you just drew. I want original. I don't want no fucking prints.
No.
So,
it ain't enough of that, yo. Nobody want to be original. Nobody want original
I'll pay
shit.
for it. I'm not sitting there tripping. Like, now, if you getting into some outrageous numbers, then I'm not going to pay you for it. But I'll pay you for it. You tell me what you were charging, and I want the original, motherfucker.
But you go to the website.
Hit the website, man.
Hit the website up, you get some original pieces. You wouldn't have to go through that. And as you can see in the background, it's dope.
Dope artwork. So we're going to swap them out, every episode, probably, or every 2 episodes. I swap them out, and we get some dope art. So that's called the Golden Era Art. So we'll make sure y'all check for that coming up. Thanks again. Next episode, I don't know what we're going to talk about, but it's going to be some dope shit. All right.
Yeah.
Peace.
Text my homie, said it's going down on Brady. Told him I'm on my way once I triple off my lady. Just give me a minute to finish, I ain't far away, but gotta hit a feature set on Satisfy the Munches. Footed to Casablanca, heard that's where the women be. Just sparked a little doobie, got the Eastside hippies with me. I said we feeling so jiggy. Sundown, I be hoeing up like here's a toast for all my folks. Drink till there ain't enough. Designated driver Uber, Cap got the loaded Ruger. Take us to the Diamond Inn or hit up Silk Sooner. Pulled up with the party bus, team bachelorettes. Had enough to choose 2 for every member of the set. At the north side smash, at the pad nonetheless. Hit the king of the nightcap, King Hendrix to your experience. Adidas fresh from clicks, tag still on the bed and shit. This is who I am, the latest product of the Midwest on the north side, nigga. The green lights, cruise control now.
This is the Golden Era.